Welcome back to Dance's End. This is session 7, entitled the Temple Bastion. Last session, the group was exploring the Hellmaw and entered into they crossed a couple bridges, some with chokers, others with fish folk, and entered into a strange and kind of alien looking structure, which they've come to learn is known as the Temple Bastion. I think everybody's in the wrong square. I'll fix that in a minute. Hey, when it does that. That said, they've entered into the Temple Bastion. They understand that there is a riddle to be solved within, or a puzzle, and they are attempting to figure that out. They've descended from the floor they entered in to a basement level beneath it, where they have found more strange pieces of artifice. The piece of artifice we're currently looking at is the statue of a fair woman, in kind of just dress, carrying an urn or decanter, which she appears to be pouring out. Um, the decanter was revealed to be some sort of pipe that actually enters into the statue, um, to an unknown source. And yes, to answer your question in the chat, we are level 2, correct? Because you won't take a long rest. So I leave it to you. We are exactly where we left off. Looks like we also had Ronnie. She traveled up a bit. There's another fountain. This fountain does not have the middle piece, like the ones above did, nor is it shaped in the same kind of shape. It's a circle instead of the star pattern. Um, and this one is empty, bone dry. Yeah, don't don't do that. Well, no, don't. Okay, you should be barred from doing so now. Why did I trust this group? Fine, it's fine, it's fine. I remember one of the very first Roll20 games I ever ran, I had Joe Orbick in it, and he just zipped around as quick as he could, and that dynamic barrier thing was not an option back then, so he would just like, we'd move to a new map, and he'd be like, whoosh. Yeah, well, he's a smart boy. Um, Wrapped around the columns. Since you're asking that question, you're looking for a source. What you'll note is the chains become more slack the higher the pillar is. And at the very, very top, it looks like they loop up into the hole, which again, if you look at the floor in the center of the room, you'll see that there's like a light pattern on the ground. That light pattern is basically the light descending from above. That is the shape of the hole on the ceiling. Only hearing me. Okay, hold on a second. Thank you for catching that. Yeah.
Right about the top of the
Hold on.
columns where it loops around.
Can you hear Tom talking right now? Zach, say something, Tom, about the column.
I need answers, John.
I'm hoping that's. It looks like it's popping on my side. That is weird. It was popping the music, so I couldn't tell if because they seem to come from the same source, and that was really weird. That I was getting one but not the other. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it's not coming from the. Strange. It's not the first time we've had weird stuff happen. So the question was, the chains wrap around the pillar. Yes, but they become more slack, meaning they're not as tightly bound. They're kind of coiled outwards a bit. They go all the way up to the top, and then they loop up out onto what you presume is the roof of this structure, or the ceiling, out through the ceiling.
Okay, so they go out of the hole at the very top. Not
Correct.
okay.
And if you like the light straight down, like you can see it on the ground around the cube. There's kind of like it's like a rectangle with two little like points coming off of it. That is exactly what the hole above you looks like. It looks as though if you were to climb the chains, which would be a labor, you could get up to that hole and ascend up onto the ceiling.
Didn't bring my climbing gloves.
I could boost you up.
It's it's like hundreds of so feet up in the air.
Time to yeet Ronnie again. And up close, the columns still don't look to have any markings
No
or anything
markings.
on them.
They're kind of a
Check over.
grayish marble, is the best way to kind
Okay.
of describe it. And they too seem to have cracks like the floor. Opposite side, exact same situation. It is a statue of a maiden in dress, hair done up as if she were, just very prettily kind of like done up. And then decanter. Decanter has a tube.
And same markings, I'm assuming, then?
Pretty much identical, yeah.
Okay.
This one has more cracks underneath it, and then to the north, empty circle fountain.
There's also like a big space to the south, or is that
There
missing that
is.
circle? Okay.
There was also two pathways you didn't check. I think everybody kind of missed them. If you go back into the maiden room,
Mm-hmm.
and then you
Oh,
stop,
there's a way down.
there's a way south as well.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
As you rush past everybody, you see that you kind of stop. There's a brazier on your left side, and what appears to be a gold chest that is suspended in the air and held aloft by two gold poles that come out of the wall and are attached to the side of these chests.
I want to step forward a little bit to give people space to come in.
Okay. When you step forward, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Why did I do this? To
The
myself?
lesson is never be courteous.
Save.
Clearly.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, as you step forward, the brazier to the left of you ignites, kind of pops with like a very sudden kind of aspect, and you see a figure which appears to be feminine, but I would say the figure definitely causes your mind to think of someone older, right? Just based on stature and look and the like. The flame ignites, the mephit creature appears. It very quickly flies straight towards Arya, and you try to dodge, and despite your best efforts, fail. The fire hits you. You feel no burn, no heat. You also witness no remnants or apparent anything of circumstance for what has just happened. A fire creature flew straight at you suddenly and seems to either collided with you and done nothing or just disappeared.
What was that, Arya?
I'm
Were
certain.
you burned?
No, it didn't hurt me. Is the brazier empty now?
It is still smoldering, but it is not like lit. It looks like similar to above when the anger one kind of burst with flame and then kind of died down afterwards. This one burst very suddenly and now is just kind of like smoldering coals.
I hope it didn't like possess me or something.
Well, perhaps we should back up to see if it returns there, like the very aggressive one upstairs.
Okay,
You
I
handled that one pretty well. You scared
kind
me.
of try to back away.
Yeah,
What
absolutely fine.
happened?
Nothing changes other than a very expensive looking golden treasure chest hung aloft by two equally expensive looking golden poles is walked away from.
Should we take a look at the chest?
If we want, I don't care about that. Ronnie, searching forward. I want that chest.
Well, I don't think that it's treasure to be collected. I'm
You
sure
walk over to it, Ronnie.
it's
I think
another
there's apple
clue.
fritters in there, Ronnie.
Oh, feel free to cut it in any second. She's not cutting it. You're muted if you're talking. Sorry. Say something? There is no Elizabeths. Can we give her a break? The fates, the deities. Can we just give her a break today?
The technology people.
No,
Yeah.
no breaks. We don't get any. Yeah, I heard you before. She talked, right? Like I heard her. I'm not like losing my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. No.
Nothing.
How
Okay,
could this temple
Hold
steal
on.
her voice?
hold on. No, still nothing. But here, I need you to just do me a quick favor so I can just keep the pacing go. Look at the camera real quick. Okay. Does Ronnie walk forward and touch the treasure chest to open it? Nodding.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna handle that. You figure your stuff out. As Ronnie touches the chest, there's a glow. She presses her hand against the mechanism that appears to be what opens it. Doesn't look like it has a lock or anything. And when she does, the lid lifts up. A golden light emanates from inside of the chest for a few moments. There is no corresponding music. This is not Zelda. Um, and then the light fades. Inside, you see 3 objects. Objects are as follows: a warhammer made of gold, a dagger, rondel dagger, made out of platinum, and a rose made out of rubies. Taking the item causes the apocalypse. Roll a deck save. No, I'm kidding. Roll a deck save to avoid the apocalypse. No, you recover these items. No issue. Okay.
I guess we should check the other path down to see if there's a fourth spirit.
Do you think that these items in any way connect to the puzzle of our exit? Air, water, earth, and fire?
Hello.
Hey, you're back.
Hello.
Yay.
Yay! I was about
Did
to
you have anything to
delete
interject
my
or
whole
add?
ass computer.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a single word that you said.
You open the
Sorry.
chest, inside glowing light. Glowing light fades. Inside 3 items laying on kind of like a beautiful red sateen kind of pillow. A hammer, warhammer, made entirely out of gold. A rondel dagger, made entirely out of platinum. And a rose, made out of ruby crystals. You know those like glass flowers they sell like at the mall in those little kiosks? It's like that, but it looks like they're actual rubies.
Okay, so a hammer made of gold, dagger, platinum, rose, ruby.
That's right.
Okay.
And Jermaine had wondered if these were somehow connected to the puzzle of their exit. Air, water, earth, and fire. I'm not sure.
I mean, they must be connected somehow.
Somehow.
Are we leaving those there where they are for now and then come back,
I think
or?
Candy wrote them down, so I presume he was just putting them on a sheet.
Oh, okay.
What? No, I didn't take them. I just wrote them down.
They're all cursed items. And Brent's like,
No, I mean,
"Oh!"
what frankly, hitting somebody with a gold hammer is probably not a great idea, right?
Yeah. I mean, not for the hammer, at least.
Not for the hammer, I mean. Right.
Did we haven't explored this big area
So-
yet.
Hold on. Did we take the items or not? That was a question I didn't get the answer for, so I need that.
Sure, we took the items. Yeah.
Who has the items on their person?
So you open the chest, Ronnie. Do you take the items with you? Or do you want help carrying them?
I think she would be more apt to
Just pick
leave
'em up.
them there.
Oh, okay.
Until we figure out what they're for.
So then Tremaine takes
That's
them.
fine. No, I would go with her logic and leave them
Okay,
there.
so then no one's taking them. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
I guess we should check this other corner before we take the path south.
So I've already
Oh.
been possessed by one method. Someone else has to take the
So-
other method.
As you look into this space, Ronnie, Oh, you
Oh.
are going away from it.
Well, they started going that way.
Yeah, I assume that was going to take longer for them to get across there and then you to walk up the stairs and check this out.
Oh,
But
fair.
you stop there and you look in the room, and straight across from you, you see a wide open, kind of conical door. It's not really conical, square shape, so it's like, it's just got a triangular bend to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you look into this space, you hear hissing sounds. Not like a serpent, like mist escaping a teapot, but not that loud, or like
Mm-hmm.
steam kind of ejecting from vents or what have you. There's certain kind of strange natured sound in this space, um, and if you'd like, you can make a perception check to see if you can find the source of it.
Yeah.
It feels like it's somewhere in the room, but with the size of this space, it very much feels like it's a fool's errand to try and
Mhm.
find it precisely. But it's in here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she'll join the others then.
Okay. You step into this space, and you head south.
Looks like there's another chest.
Oh.
I guess it's my turn to be ambushed.
Maybe
I
it won't be.
will step forward, ready to dodge back.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, I gotta reload my sheet.
No worries. Just got all the choicest of system issues this evening.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's been fun. It's been fun so far. Okay. Well, the dexterity saving throw result of 1, you'll fail. You'll see what appears to be like a child-like method, kind of like a boy child, with the fiery wings, and like appear, very quickly vault towards Soul, and smash into them. But in the process, it doesn't feel like any impact is made. It doesn't feel like it hurts. There's no remnant of flame on you. They vanish entirely.
Well, we've collected 2.
Fun.
You walk over, you place your hand on the chest. It doesn't glow like it did when Ronnie touched the other side. You try to move the mechanism, and it will not move for you.
Ronnie, apparently I'm very weak. Can you see if this will open for you?
Sure.
As you step forward and Soul steps back, it starts to glow. You place your hand
Must
on
be
it
an elf thing. Must be an elf thing.
and open it.
Jermaine says to Ronnie.
Inside, there are only 2 items. The 2 items in question. Another rose. This rose appears to be made out of a yellowish citrine-colored gemstone. And yet another rondel dagger. The dagger in question appears to have been carved from wood. However, with the mastery and skill unmatched, it appears to be an identical representation of the platinum dagger to every small detail, carved perfectly.
And the rose looks identical to the ruby one, just different materials.
They are different. They're not exact. Like, they don't look like they were formed the same. They're just 2 different flowers. It doesn't even look like the same person crafted them, to be honest. It just looks like 2 people might have gone for the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're very different.
Okay. But it doesn't have there's no sign of the hammer or a hammer.
A hammer is not present within that space, so that's right.
Huh. It's missing the hammer.
Okay. So just rose and dagger.
Rose and dagger in this one, rose and dagger in the other one, and a hammer.
Mm-hmm. And the roses are both made from a gemstone. I don't know if that's actually pertinent, but
I'd like to
Yeah.
go ahead and throw Arcana if you want, if anybody wants to.
God, yes.
Even if we're not trained.
Mhm.
20.
Oh, I don't need it then.
Yeah, we don't need that.
So rubies are sometimes regarded to be related to the humor blood,
Mhm.
Oh,
and citrines or the yellow sapphire are in relation to yellow bile.
fire.
And what's the other one? Smarty pants.
Oh, the blood one?
Yeah,
That's air.
correct.
Okay, so the ruby rose is air. The yellow citrine rose is I'm sorry.
Fire.
It's fire. Okay, cool. Getting there. I don't know about wood. I don't know about platinum or gold.
Once
would
the once the chest is open, does anything happen if Ari approaches?
So the glow, the luster seems to kind of diminish, and then it slams shut.
Okay. So those of us that have been methoded can't access these things. Honestly, I think at this point we should just take them.
This was something I
Okay.
didn't think you would catch, so I'm going to go ahead and give you inspiration for that. That's a very
Yay.
good.
No, I already have
Does
inspiration.
everybody have it? Does
We
everybody
all
already have it?
We all
Yeah, we all have it.
Pro tip: stop
I
fucking
think I've
rolling,
used
bum.
mine.
Oh, you.
So yeah, I'll.
Oh, I forgot that I can I forgot
That you can use
what
it.
what
Oh, you can use it.
inspiration is for. Okay.
Sunday group from before. I mean, like back in the day, they would just be like, just
We
burn
would
through
throw
it.
inspiration.
You
Left
get
and
inspiration,
right, yeah.
fucking use it right on that roll. Just fucking do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, well, I mean, I wouldn't have learned what this thing does if I
Yeah.
hadn't failed.
Yeah, so
So-
let's do that, and then either Tremaine or Ronnie can go back to the other chest and grab the hammer, the dagger, and the rose.
Are you grabbing the items
Randy,
from this chest, Ronnie?
I think we should.
Sure.
Okay, I just need to know where they're located. I'm not. It's
Yeah.
not a
I'll
situation
carry these. And
Okay.
And I'll carry the others.
where you have the wooden dagger, and you have the citrine rose. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Termaine is getting the other three from the opposite side.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you enter into, where are you heading after that, Ronnie?
The main area.
Okay. When you enter into the space with the heart, the gemstone, or the cube, if you will, it seems to, unlike it was doing before, where it would track people around the chamber, it instead seems to be trying to retreat from you, as if it's repulsed. And it's pushing at the limits of its chain. So it literally ascends back up into the first or the second floor, or the first floor above you, and is like pressing against the chains, trying to rise up as high as it can.
No, it doesn't like them.
I wonder if we could ride it out of here.
You stand at the door, everybody get on top of it, and then you run in, and then it'll shoot us straight up into the.
That's
I wasn't
perfect.
expecting it to be like Sonic the Hedgehog, but I guess here we are.
Is
Happens.
is that crazy?
Yes, it's crazy. It is.
It's not the worst thing I imagine that could be said in this chamber. So we have that going for us.
Well, there's things that are moving. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
all I know.
I
And then-
am.
Tormain, did you grab the other side and bring it in into
I
this room
did.
as well?
I did. So now we're
So
sort of
now it
behind
seems to be
each
kind
other.
of trying to move. So like where like Ronnie was on one side of the room and it was kind of going towards the other side of the room, it now seems to be kind of pushing itself away from both of you at the fullest of its limit. It's trying to increase the distance between both of you simultaneously.
Oh, so I'm gonna go stand over here then.
Yeah, again, it's going to continue to maintain its velocity or like its altitude rather.
Okay.
And it's trying to press at the limits of the chain.
Okay. Do the chains seem to be buckling at all?
No. No,
Oh my
no.
goodness. My goodness. Okay. Stay. I'm not going to be underneath that thing.
Can we? Well, I kind of want to look down in this like chamber to the south.
So
Yeah.
you hear what Ronnie heard when she came into this space. There is very much a sound of like a hissing air or steam.
Air method.
Okay.
Air method.
Hmm.
Oh shit. Wait. So if I
Do you wish to try and suss it out and find out where it's from?
yeah,
Yeah.
so let's say I have the warhammer and the dagger in my pack, but I'm going to take out the ruby rose
Okay.
and walk down this way with it.
Okay. So, what we'll see
Wait,
here.
wait, wait.
Pause for a second. There's a
That was
couple
in
things.
character.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wait, what you
Pause
say?
for a
Wait,
second.
wait.
Also,
Yeah.
Okay.
so do you stay back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna try to perceive the
Go ahead and make a
origin
perception
of the
check.
sound.
Can we all perceive or just
It's a 10.
Arya?
It's definitely in this room. You can, yeah, if you're looking for what she's looking for, but it doesn't even sound like you're terribly
Oh
interested.
Jesus Christ!
And neither is your character.
Clearly not.
Okay, so Tormain, do you start walking towards the door at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. You all hear a very loud metallic click from the ceiling. It doesn't echo in
Okay.
this space, which again is a property of the space that you've noticed. There really isn't much of an echo. A panel on the ceiling that appears to be shield-like. When I say shield-like, I mean a round, kind of like Spartan shield, drops from the ceiling, and as it does so, it flips perfectly in midair at a altitude of exactly half of the space of the floor to ceiling, and then lands on the ground. The second it hits the ground, it starts shooting jets of steam out from itself and begins to spin. Roll initiative.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Hey,
This is
I'm
cool.
okay with that.
So weird shield method.
It looks like it's actually 10 feet wide, so it looks like a massive tank that's spinning on the ground. It, like, have you ever seen Robot War or the those little like, yeah, it's like that. It's like that.
Yeah, that's cool. You got a tracker?
Battle bots.
Yeah, hold on. BattleBots, right.
Battle bots. Let's go.
I had a friend who was in one of those seasons.
Nice.
Everybody on there?
Fun.
I see 4.
I don't know if this is going to require combat music, but we shall
Oh
see.
damn, this thing gets an 18. What?
What do I want to do for fight music? Let's try this one. Yeah, that should be fun. Okay. So as stated, spin, and it starts trekking off in a random direction. Wait, this is the one we did. This is the one we did
How
last
far
time.
do the steam jets come out?
They're just kind of jetting right now. They haven't really launched steam in a
I see. Okay.
full-on direction yet, so you're not sure. Right now, 3 or 4 feet.
Yep.
Doesn't feel very steamy. Anyways, I should have picked a combat music for this, and I am. That's my failing. All right. It is going to move. Like so. As it's doing so, the steam's kind of jetting, Tormain, and it's at that moment you realize that the steam isn't the problem. It's actually what's shooting out with the steam that's the problem. You become very keyed into the fact that it seems to be shooting these small little darts out with each jet. This one will be directed at you.
Okay.
So you see it. You see one of them shoot out, then you see the next one coming straight towards you, and you very quickly kind of bring up your shield, and you hear a thunk. And as you kind of look at your shield to see what happened, there's a about 8-inch long metal barb stuck in your shield, and there seems to be this very strange green fluid dripping from it.
Oh no. Okay.
Tormain. You're up.
He's gonna look back at the others and go, okay. Can I attack from here?
You move over to it. That's 30 feet. Yeah, you can attack.
That's 35. That's 35. That's all my full movement. Okay, so we're gonna do our longsword attack.
Crit
Oh,
damage.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do I click damage or crit? So damage and
Crit
crit
damage.
damage.
Crit damage.
Crit damage. So that's 11.
Yeah.
And then it has the does the mastery happen?
Yeah, it will. You'll just
Okay.
click on the mastery next time with a check mark so that it'll pop it down when it hits. But
it is clicked.
that'll reduce its speed, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, it has a trait that means its speed cannot be. Oh no, it's sapping. Okay, that matters. Yeah, its
Yeah,
speed
so
can't be
disadvantage on-
reduced. It's immune to the prone condition
Okay.
and
This is way better.
other conditions. That will definitely be helpful. However, I have to ask you a question which is going to come out of left field for you, or possibly right,
Yeah.
depending on how you answer. How does Tormain attack it? Is it a down to or up to down stroke, a left to right stroke, a right to left stroke? Like, how do you imagine he is actually swinging at the thing?
So the shield is sitting here with the top,
Oh, it's as
Like
tall as
this?
you are. Yeah,
and then so it's like this concave surface,
Yeah.
right? And it's spinning around.
that's right.
I would probably attack from the top down.
Downstroke. When you hit it, it hits and you see a rent kind of cut into the metal of it, but you also watch as the force of your blow causes it to bounce backwards.
Okay.
Because it's hitting the wall, it will then bounce again.
Okay.
Do you have any other movement or bonus
No,
actions?
that is my full movement. Bonus action. Bonus action. I've used all of my spell slots. I really can't do anything. Wait. Is there a thing that I can do? No, I guess smites or things like that. Those require a spell.
Yeah, they require actions. I don't think you have anything. Okay, we'll move to Soul. And while this round's going, just check and see if there's anything bonus action you'll want to use on your turn, spell wise.
We'll try a lightning sorceress burst.
Okay.
23.
Hits. Okay.
6 lightning.
So much to your chagrin, you watch as the lightning strikes it and doesn't seem to actually connect with it as fully as you were hoping, if at all. You watch as the lightning goes into it, and the jets of steam start shooting more vigorously.
Oops.
Soul, you're done. And for you, Tormain, just your proximity, it looks like it's spinning faster after the lightning strike.
You got this. I'll just be over here.
Ronnie, you're up.
Yep. We're backing up, and then we're gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
Actually, let me.
New bow's on there, by the way.
Oh, sick! Thank you.
Mhm.
Bink.
Okay. So as you fire it, you hit it dead on, but you notice that the concave nature of it is
Mhm.
not something you were taking into account with the shot. So when it hits, it kind of goes and just skims off the top of it neatly and hits the wall behind, shattering it.
You mean convex?
What's a bubble? Is that convex?
Convex.
That's what I meant.
Concave is like
He
a
said
cave.
concave. He's the
Convex.
English
I did
major.
say
He should have known
concave, I
better.
did. I should have known better. I take full
Sorry, I didn't catch
responsibility for that problem.
Call him an English major. He's like, oh, back to call.
I deal with concave and convex curves on the daily. I'm sure Andy doesn't.
I do not. That's okay.
There.
I was gonna say something stupid, but I refuse to.
All right. That's my turn.
regarding me and curves. But bang, bang, miss. And then it's Arya's turn.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Can we stop?
Arya bounces an Eldritch Blast off the back wall for 11 damage.
Do you genuinely want to bounce it off the back wall and hit it from behind?
You know it's gonna launch it towards.
That's
us.
Oh, shit.
That's not a thing you can do.
No,
But-
I know. I was saying it for flavor, okay?
Sure. Okay, perfect. Either way, it's gonna do corner dip. So, okay. So pow, it hits. Looks like force damage is exceptional, but it's also one of the 2 damage types that make this go double.
It's like air hockey, dude.
15, 5, and 20.
It's like air hockey.
Okay. Arya done. It goes to its turn. Tormain, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Let's go. 13.
You fail.
Okay.
It hits you dead on. Smashes right into you. When it does so, it's like getting hit by a car. Bam! Slams right into you. You're going to take 12 bludgeoning damage,
Oh god.
and then I need you to roll a d8.
Okie doke. I'm hurting. I'm bloodied. Okay. Rolled an 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You land here, and you're
Okay.
prone.
Okay.
Basically, just imagine getting hit by it, but like on a car, it kind of flip you one way or the other. This one gets you up onto it, and it's like getting knocked onto a carousel ride and then chucked off of it.
Okay.
Once it gets to that position, you see the darts flying off of it, Arya, and you would also notice that one is shooting straight at your face. It will hit. I'm going to need you to take 13 points of damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Well.
You succeed.
18.
Okay, good.
You feel it hit. You look down. You see that there's poison. You very quickly pull the dart out of you and look at your arm. You can see the spread, but you kind of focus on your arm, and you can kind of feel your blood shooting out a bit faster as you flex, and you feel yourself expelling yourself of the poison.
Are you?
That's how you get rid of
down,
poison,
Arya?
boys and girls.
In Fantasyland, yeah.
Urgh.
How does Arya look?
She's bloody.
You see the dart hit, Arya like pop out the dart, and then like blood just like it doesn't just squirt out, it like gushes out all over the floor, all around her.
Oh.
It's like it hit some kind of vein or artery or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
She's
Okay.
very bloodied.
Absorb the poison to get stronger. Easy. So that would
Wait.
be it for the machine. Termaine, you're up.
Yeah. Tremaine is going to stand up. That'll
Mhm.
take half my movement, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 15. Rounded up?
No.
Okay, 15.
Round it down. We always round down.
5, 30, 35. Oh, fudge. Okay.
I'm very excited to find out what actually happens when we die in here.
So I just wanted to remind you that it had disadvantage. Did you take disadvantage into account when
For you, not necessary.
No.
For her, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, the
Got it.
22 was the lower of the two rolls.
16 to hit.
You rush up behind it, you bring your blade, it scatters off of the thing before it can actually like bite down like the last stroke did, and you feel your attack is completely deflected.
Okay. And then is
Yeah, you're literally playing roll.
what am I doing?
The damn gift. I keep looking at the gift and it's perfect. It's exactly what inspired me to do this fucking bit.
Mm-hmm.
Lay on hands is an action, not a bonus action.
Bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, but you've already spent some of your points, have you not?
I've got 3 left, so I'm just gonna give
Okay.
myself 3 HP.
Okay, and do you want to move
3
away from
might
it?
be all you need.
I don't want to evoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, do you want to get away from it? Because you know if somebody on your other line shoots it, it's going to bounce into you.
I mean, I'd like to. But I
Do you
don't-
try?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It does
I'll
not
try
attack
that.
you with an attack of opportunity, because that's not a thing it does.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move over here.
Alright, Termaine done. Soul, you're up.
Well, the Sorcerer's Burst was a not great idea, so let's try Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw and its part.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a DC 14?
a 4 will
No.
not beat that.
Okay, it was 6 damage because I clicked the wrong thing.
You said 4? Or
6 damage.
4 is what I rolled. Okay, and your Sacred Flame just strikes down straight on top of it, right? Okay. It hits and causes it to stop spinning, and when it does so, Tormain, you hear this grinding sound on the stone beneath it, and it locks in place. Ronnie, you're up.
What's the field of this?
What's
Sorry,
the
I've been looking at it for a sec.
What spell?
Entangle.
20 foot?
20 foot.
I don't think I created spell templates like a good boy should.
So, it's okay.
So I'll quickly do it. Go ahead and cast the spell if you were wanting to.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay, I see it. I found it. Yeah, 20 foot. And it's a 90 feet. Yeah, so it's in range.
Yeah. I'm just looking for the faster caster. I'll have to make some spell
Do I
templates
have
this week.
second level spells? I don't, do I? No. That's weird.
Yeah, no, it's a spell that you'll get later for being an elf. Elves get so you don't have Entangle's just first
okay.
level. Yeah.
It's asking me for second. And I was
Oh
like,
no,
"What?"
the prompter will pop up regardless. I hate it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just select one.
So DC 12.
Yeah, it failed. It fails all dexterity saving throw. Oh, it's a strength. It's a strength saving throw, right?
Strength save, yeah.
Okay, that is different.
Oh no.
It does not appear to be bound by the
Uh-huh.
entangling roots, but
Is
it
it slowed
definitely
down at
appears
least?
to be kind of well. It's difficult terrain for sure. Where's my faster caster? Okay, there, and then I want roots. I keep saying it's stupid because I like the way it sounds when I do it. Roots. Oh, here we go. And then it's 20-foot radius, right? Or the 20-foot
Yes.
skew.
Hold on, let me double check. Teeny tiny. 20 foot. It just is 20 foot.
Hold on.
Yeesh.
Look.
That is so cool. I love that.
20 foot square within range.
Yeah, okay, so that'll be half that. Good? For placement?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. And then, I'm gonna take a step down the stairs, in hopes it doesn't come down the stairs. And that's it.
Aria.
Okay, I am going to use a bonus action. I'm using a bonus action. I'm gonna take a dash.
Gain 2 temporary hit points.
over here.
And I believe that's your
Can
second
I
use of rush, right? Today? Because you used it
Prob-
once during the fight. but-
probably? I'm gonna squat. Can I kind of squat behind this brazier?
Sure.
Okay, and then I'm gonna poke my head out and fire off another Eldritch Blast. And
Bounces off
I
of it.
imagine an 8 will miss.
Yeah.
I want to use my inspiration to roll again. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
22? Okay, and roll damage. 12.
Okay. Anything else?
That's my turn.
It kind of stops in place. The roots kind of come up around it. It then starts making and you see it start to spin slowly at first and then start to spin wildly. As the steam starts to come out again, what you'll notice is that one specific steam vent starts to shoot out the most, like it is the main chimney. And as it sends it out the flue, it brings it in a wave, cutting straight into Tormain. Tormain, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as the
Okay.
stream jet shoots you.
8.
So you watch as Tormain is hit by this blast of steam and drops to the floor. You take enough damage to drop you, not to kill you though.
Sure. Point.
It reconvenes its spinning, but it has not moved this turn. Tormain, death saving throw.
Okay. Where is that on the sheet?
It's on there somewhere. I just don't know exactly where.
It's okay. I'm just gonna take me a second to find it.
Okay, while you're doing that, Soul,
All right.
on hesitation, if Andy rolls a 20, we do have to stop and go back to him, though. You're going to heal him, so you probably want to wait to see if he actually majestically gets back up. Okay, we'll
Yes.
pause for a second. That's fair.
Still looking for it.
No possible trust.
Bells. No. Feeders and trade? No.
Death was never even an option.
I'm also looking for it.
I think it's up at the top left. Hold on a second here.
Isn't it?
Mm,
Do
I
you
hit
see it? Lynn?
Control F and put in death, and nothing is coming up.
Just roll a d20.
Okay.
Are death saving throws even still a thing?
Might not be.
Let's find
I
out.
rolled a 5, so I might have failed. I think I failed. But what do you add to it? Anything?
No.
Okay.
Death saving throw. I looked it up. Let's see. A player must make a death saving throw, also called a death save, if they start their turn with 0 hit points. See also Chapter 1, damage healing. It's identical. Okay,
Okay. So I failed.
so
All right. Healing word at our fallen paladin friend.
gotta check something for entangle real quick. I think it keeps trying to grasp, so I think I need to make a strength saving throw.
So
12 back to Tremaine. Yeah.
Amazing. Soul makes Tremaine feel like a yo-yo.
No, it's just the initial grasp. Okay.
yeah.
And then, since I used my bonus action, my actual action will be Sacred
Sacred
Flame
Flame.
on it again.
Dex save. Fail. Damage. Straight down,
6 again.
hits the top of the button, stops spinning. Steam stops emitting from it. Ronnie.
So it stops spinning.
Yeah, it's no longer spinning.
But we're still in combat.
Yes,
Okay.
it is not dead.
I would like to shoot at it again.
Okay.
Watch, it's gonna turn on again too.
Okay, that will hit. But as you hit it, what you're realizing is if it had been spinning, that would have missed.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll damage. It is an armor class of 20 when it's spinning, 18 when it doesn't.
Oh, 9.
Okay, so it impales straight into it, and you kind of watch it kind of pierce through the kind of brass or, strange metal frame. When it does so, you hear a hiss come from it, and you can see this kind of red fluid start to jet out of it that's kind of colored like spaghetti-o fluid.
Mm. Oh.
It's Vitae. Constructs are typically powered with it. Yep.
Yeah. She'll kind of just go, oh, and then kind of like, not like crouch down, but just kind of like duck back, ready to bolt if it starts spinning again.
Arya.
I would like to prepare an action to fire an Eldritch Blast after Tremaine acts.
So you're readying an action to do what?
To fire off an Eldritch Bolt after
Okay.
Tremaine acts.
Okay. So since you're the most caught out by this, Andy, I'll have you roll a d6.
Okie doke. You
Okay.
rolled a 4.
It doesn't appear that the steam vents that are that were shooting out before are coming back online as quickly as they did that last time. Instead, you see like small little puffs of smoke and actual like black smoke kind of emanate from the jets. It does not start spinning. You then watch as the kind of timed pulse of the dart shooting out of it happens again. I'm going to make an attack against Tormain with disadvantage. That will miss. And then Sol, Ronnie, and also Arya, you'll see that darts kind of head in your direction, but they seem to fall short quite greatly. The velocity of these things before was unable to like pierce the shield of Tormain and the walls as well. Now they're kind of just like like lobbing.
Well, they
like,
don't have the
they don't have the gusto.
velocity. Yeah.
Tormain, you're up.
So it's not spinning anymore?
It is currently not spinning.
Okay. Could I get into this area without being affected by whatever?
It's
Randy
difficult
put in there?
terrain.
Okay, I can. That's fine. I have plenty of movement. I'm just gonna attack again.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Hit.
20 to hit. And then we got the damage. This is 10, and then we've got the sap.
Okay. Same question as before. How are you striking it?
From the top.
Okay. So it does bounce back 5 feet because the restraints are kind of keeping it locked down a bit. And then this should ready action pull, so this will interrupt your turn. Arya, you had a ready action specifically when you see Tormain get up.
Yeah.
And hit.
13. Damage.
Again, because of the restraints, it doesn't move as far.
I'd like to use some more movement to move a little bit further away.
You got 10 more feet, so go ahead.
Okay. And then I'm going to use a bonus action
That was 15 feet. Move back 5.
That was 15, move back 5?
Yeah.
To drink a potion of healing.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm bad at math. Bonus action, drink a healing potion.
Okay, great. That brings me back to full.
Okay. Soul.
I mean, it's been pretty great so far, so we're gonna Sacred Flame again. I am not gonna hit it dead center on the top because I don't want to hit the button to activate it again.
Maybe you wouldn't do that. So, if you would note that the Sacred Flame comes from above. It always hits on the top. So
Yeah. Okay.
you're still going with Sacred Flame though.
Yeah.
It is like one of those fucking lights, by the way.
Shit.
It will fail. It has disadvantage on dexterity, and that'll do 1 damage. And then you'll watch it start spinning very heavily. Ronnie.
Guess where
But now that it's spinning and bleeding, it's like shooting the spaghetti sauce all over the place, and it's coming out at like a much like more vaulted kind of velocity. So terrain, like as you're kind of backing away, and you're like, oh, glug glug glug. It's like,
Okay.
oh shit. Arya, or Ronnie, you're up. Sorry.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
The cat jumped up and hit the button, and it looked like it moved the initiative, and I had to just
Okay.
reset it. So I'm sorry. He's a baby boy only.
Yeah, the baby boy. Yeah, we're gonna shoot it again. 16 misses because you said 20.
18 is its armor class. When it's not spinning, 20 is when it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that misses. Now that it's spinning again, we're taking another step down the stairs. And then that's it.
Arya.
I'm gonna pop out. I'm going to Eldritch it.
Okay.
11 will miss, I'm assuming.
Correct.
And then I'm gonna pop back. And that's my turn.
Just gotta punish this boy. Okay.
No, I don't like that.
Punish.
Okay, so it spins. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40.
Oh shit, it's out.
Termaine, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okey-doke. 17.
That'll succeed. So you can move 1 space of your choice in any direction of your choice. Shimby, seriously, buddy. Please, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Okay. You moved?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, right. Roll a d6 for me. I'm sorry, I forgot that part.
Sure. 6.
So then I need you, make another con saving throw.
Okey-doke. 20.
Okay. The steam is absolutely jetting at you, and it's like full pulse, like just like before when it dropped you. So it'll be doing a total of 28, so you'll take half, so 14. And it's fire damage.
Healing potion.
Okay.
Because the steam is very hot. It's scalding.
Mhm.
Alright, it is done. Tremaine, you are up.
I'm gonna try to smack. Is it spinning?
Yes.
Damn it. Oof.
If it's moving, it's spinning.
Is it possible to attack it from the underside?
You can try.
To get my sword under there?
Yeah, you can try. I will let you know it is a high-risk situation, but you can try.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a great
Kind of like an Uncrustable.
Yeah, it's kind of like a metal uncrustable. That's what I was thinking when I built it.
So that when instead of potentially stopping the scalding steam, you'd just be covering yourself with lovely peanut butter and jelly, right?
For sure.
Mhm.
Got it.
What is vitae if not jelly?
Alright.
So
Okay,
it's
I'm
more
not gonna
like
do that,
the pizza roll of
For those watching, the printer noises are real. The cat is doing it.
So what I'd
Nice
like to
printer.
do is I'm
Yay!
gonna attack it from right to left
Okay.
with the idea of perhaps knocking it away from me.
Stroking it southwards.
like, well, if I was going from
Baseball bat
right to
swing, you're
left,
going to hit it towards the
it would-
left, or you're going to hit it towards the right. If you're going right to left, you're swinging it downwards. If you want it to go back into the chamber and away from you, that's the way you want to do it, right to left. If you swing left to right, you're going to be bouncing it to the right, and it'll go up
right. No,
towards
I
the
don't. I
door.
do not want to do that. That's fine.
So
Yeah,
right
like
to
I
left,
said, right to left. Yeah,
bounce backwards, right.
yeah. I'm gonna have to hit it first, but okay,
Yes.
here we go.
And
14
you do
does
not.
hit.
As you kind of like, you're judging, you're thinking about it, doing the calculations. It's like,
Right.
there's like a pool table, and you're like, ha! It just ping! It just drags the blade off of it, kind of rotates it out back to you. Any
Yep.
movement?
Yes. I am gonna.
Because currently its trajectory is towards the eastern wall.
Mhm.
You're also in our way if we try to shoot it. Oh,
I'm gonna go.
there you
How about right here? Is that all right?
Beautiful.
We'll
So-
do it. We'll do that.
I'm sure this will be a surprise, but
So you
Sacred
flank.
Flame.
Okay, I passed the save.
Horseshit.
Finally dodge one.
Fuck.
When I'm spinning, I have a +5 to my dex saving throws.
I am going back down the stairs.
Yeah. Ronnie.
We're gonna
Shut up.
shoot it with our longbow, I guess.
I cannot get a fucking film of him doing it, but he does do it. I'm not lying to you, okay? Yeah, the arrow
Yep.
shatters on impact, not even worth it. Arya,
I would like to do the only thing that I do. 25,
hit.
11. How many 11s have I rolled? I'm gonna move back here to try to get full cover if possible. Kind of crouching behind the brazier, and that's my turn.
Okay. It hits it, it causes it to bounce, and like I said, force seems to be something that causes it to fly a bit farther than normal.
Cool.
Yeah. Arya done, right?
Done.
Okay. As it's spinning and it looks like it's going to continue towards the left side, you watch as the steam kind of jets out and causes it to spin in a rotation, and it seems to be acting towards Tormain. Before I get to that turn, though, Tormain, I need you to roll a d6 to see if it recharges its steam vents.
Sure thing. One.
It does not, so it would go like so.
I like how cheery the music is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we know we'll beat it eventually. Music.
It seems to cause a rotational change to kind of arc it more towards you than straight for the wall. And when it gets to that position, it looses its darts again, this time at full velocity. One at Ronnie and one at Tormain. Ronnie, you are down the steps a bit. You said quite a bit, so I'm going to say you have 3/4 cover since you were popping out and shooting. And then Tormain, yeah, you're on the open, so.
Mhm.
So you have +5 to your AC, Ronnie. So when I ask you for it, just know that you got +5 today.
Okay.
Okay, so for Ronnie, it's going to be a 17.
God. Where's my
I'll check. Yeah, you got a 20 right
Oh,
now.
armor class is 15
So
base,
20.
so 20.
And then Tormain,
So that misses.
25.
Oh, my armor class is 20. So
So Tormain, as you're kind of like moving away and you can see your friends, you kind of like turn back to it, see that it's kind of jetting towards you. When it looses the darts, you're kind of lifting your shield up and ready for like the steam vents and hoping to block against that. It catches you square in the shoulder, the dart. Roll a Constitution saving throw. Take 12 damage. I know you're down, but
I am down. So con saving throw. Great. Here we go.
you're also
5.
poisoned for the next minute.
Okay.
So Termain death saving throw.
Okay.
Just roll a d20.
Just roll a d20, right.
We'll find it. I'm sure it's on there. I just don't know where it's at.
7.
Okay, so it's one failed death saving throw. So the one
Yes.
from before was refreshed because you got back up. So,
Yes.
Soul, you are up. Because of your position, you cannot see any of the combat. I don't
That's
know
fine.
if
I'm
you've
gonna
been casting for there or not.
go back up the stairs here.
Okay.
I assume I can see it again now,
Yeah,
and
perfectly.
start with Sacred Flame again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, damage. Stops. Anything else?
I am gonna stay over here and prepare to help Jermaine next turn.
You do not have healing word, right?
Sorry. I will use my bonus action to convert my sorcery points to a slot.
You were out of spell slots. Okay, gotcha. Ronnie, you're up.
Freaking out because brother's down again, but we're gonna shoot that longbow.
That'll miss.
Nope. We're gonna duck back down.
Okay.
That's
All
it.
right.
Did I do so? Just for my brain, only hitting it on the top causes it to spin. So if I hurl an Eldritch Blast, it won't start spinning again.
Correct.
Okay. So I'll spend 15 to move here. I will Eldritch Blast it.
And then jump back to the
22, that'll hit. 14 damage,
Okay.
and then I
Don't worry
will...
about moving back. As you fire the Eldritch Blast towards it, you
No,
watch.
I move back immediately.
Then you don't see it, so I won't explain it. It never happened.
Okay, that's fine.
What the others see. Oh wait, no, Tormain's down, and Soul's
I
focused
see
on
it.
Tormain, and so is Ronnie. So no one's paying attention to the machine. Next thing you know,
I
it's
don't-
just dead. It's just dead. It's dead. I'm not going to describe the cool thing I was going to describe.
Soul is watching.
So for
Soul
those-
matters too.
No, Soul was looking at Tormain. So it's fine. The Eldritch Blast cuts straight through the heart of the thing, and when it does so, steam jets out, fire starts shooting out. The Vitae mixes with, or the Vitae fluid mixes with like a blackish fluid, and you watch it starts igniting as well, and then the whole thing just kind of combusts internally and falls inward.
Nice.
Cool. Pops up.
Okay.
Arya is just like...
Healer's
Oh,
kit
wait, was that
automatically
it?
works?
It stabilizes. I'm looking. I
Okay.
thought I saw something about being able to do something
Yeah.
else.
Arya is just laying on her back.
I thought you ran
Pale.
behind the brazier.
She did. She heard the explosion. She came out. Everything looks exploded. Laid down.
Yeah.
On her back.
Is it over?
I think.
You check it out. It looks like it's completely destroyed. There's really nothing to it besides the shell of the thing.
She'll throw like a thumbs up at them. It's dead.
It then gets up and enters its second stage.
You would.
Oh no, the music changed.
Why is
Right.
there a steam wall in between us and everyone else? No. It's very much destroyed.
Yay. We did it. We did it.
Andy, roll a D100.
Yes.
And 11 points back to Jermaine.
32. Thank you.
You had said that you walked in with something on your person that was
I
out.
did.
What was
it was
that?
it was the ruby rose.
as you come to and you are brought back to consciousness by healing, you'll note that the ruby rose is broken.
Okay. We're stuck in here forever, guys. We can never leave now. That's it.
Maybe we can fix it.
Campaign over.
Honestly, if it were in that situation, like if it were a your dead screen, I wouldn't delay it. I would just say, and you lost D&D, and that was it. 7 sessions, guys. Good game. I'll go ahead and rotate these folks out. Get some real tryhards in here.
It's okay.
JK.
Kimmy can take my place.
You did not. You are not dead.
I mean, I'm
Oh, I know.
dead
Okay.
inside.
Well, you
but
did the
I saw I saw where the light was coming at me and beckoning to me several times this fight, though.
Fair.
That seems to happen a lot.
Well, I will say it is a slightly neutered challenge rating 8.
Yeah.
A quite slightly neutered challenge rating 8, so it's not
Okay.
going to be with that much experience, but yeah.
The conical doors. Can we see something through there?
Conical is not the best way to describe it. It's not like circular. It's kind of just
Uh-huh.
like a triangle shape, and then the
Yeah,
roof
a
kind of
funnel,
like
kinda,
vaults in
yeah.
as well. But it's more Art Deco, whatever the
Did I
doors
make it?
do.
Regardless of the shape.
Yeah.
Can I see anything on the other side?
Yeah. So sorry. When you look down the pathway, it looks like it will immediately kind of come to terminus, and it looks like it descends down. Like there's a set of stairs that go that way.
Well, could check that way, or we could go see if the other two spirits are not happy with myself or Arya after whatever happened with the two down here.
Oh, maybe they know the other fire things. I mean, they're all fire.
Arya is still laying on her back in a pool of her own blood.
It made me bleed my own blood.
I'm all
Do you
tapped.
want a mushroom?
Also, this is Jijo basically overacting so they can get a short rest, so they can get their spell slots back.
I'm at 2 HP. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on to you,
I would
bitch.
go over.
Ronnie will hold out one of the orange cap mushrooms. It gets you 1 point. 1 HP back.
Arya is like opens one eye, takes it.
You do not have to consume rations for the day. Soul's just running away. Where are you going?
Damn.
Tom, where are you
Okay,
headed?
Soul.
I'm gonna go back to the first floor and go to the nicer method.
Okay. So
I'm really at 3
actually,
HP though. I really do kind of need a break in case.
That's fine. I'm checking this
Okay.
before I.
okay. So I have you here. Upstairs.
I'm gonna lie down beside Arya.
When you approach, the flame ignites. You would see the empathic one, or the one that seemed to be more mindful of your feelings, appear. And as it does so, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
50.
So, you currently have 2 hit dice. Have you spent any of them?
No.
You lose a hit dice. A hit dice is expended. And you'll watch as the fiery child that entered you leaves you through your mouth. You basically feel it come up out of you. And it
Wow.
feels like after like a long bout of exercise or kind of like a strenuous activity is performed,
Yes.
the kind of breathlessness and like dryness of the throat that kind of persists after that, that's the feeling that you feel. You watch as the child moves into the wake of the flame, ignites, and you hear the hammer strike down the fountains.
Hmm.
And then the flames go out. No smoldering, no nothing, just gone.
If I back up and come back in again, it doesn't light back up like it did before.
Nope.
Okay. All right. I would like to return to the rest of the party.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just move you to the other map.
Mhm.
And you come back down. And then?
Good news and bad news. I got the one spirit out of me in an incredibly unpleasant fashion. But also the one upstairs said the hammer strikes down the fountains.
The hammer strikes down the fountain. The gold hammer?
We have a
It
gold
wasn't that
hammer.
specific. But Arya, if you go near the other one upstairs, just you know, steady yourself first.
Sounds like all good news to me, Saul.
It didn't feel great.
I have we had a short rest today?
That's several.
I don't think I have a hit die left.
Okay. Well, I guess we get to see what happens.
Terrified.
I mean, this
But
is
that
a
means
nice
it
safe
just
place
changed.
for a long rest.
It went back to what it was last week.
Okay, so actually it doesn't matter if I rest or not. So kind of realizing I have literally nothing left to give. Arya sits up. Her back is like slick with her own blood. The back of her head, her hair, all drenched. She sighs. Okay. Whatever kind of fucked up fire method is in me,
I would sort of
I want it out.
try to help Arya walk, sort of leaning on each other a little bit.
We're such drama queens.
You make your way upstairs.
I mean, I was
to-
the one that was unconscious several times during that fight.
You make your way upstairs to the left
Yeah.
side. Okay. And you approach?
Yeah.
Similarly, the fire method appears. The angry one.
Cool.
And the old lady emits from your throat. Do you have any hit dice to expend?
No. I don't
Do you
even
have
know.
any spell slots to expend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So expend one spell slot, and then I need to know what level that spell slot. It's one. You got
One.
your second level. Okay. So you are going to take 3 points of fire damage when it emits from your throat.
Okay. I have 2 temporary hit points that I lose.
Is relentless endurance still a thing for orcs?
Maybe.
What is that?
We'll get to it when it happens. But it
Okay.
hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
There's
Yes, it is, I think.
a dryness to your throat, kind of an itchy, possibly burning sensation.
Uh-huh.
I would say if it knocked you down, it might kind of lead to.
I'm down to 1 hit point.
Yeah, if it had done enough to knock you down, it probably would have left like a bit of a rasp to you. But you watch as it emits into the fire, and once it emits to the fire, the gift in the angry guy's voice, the gift perfect for a maiden, is a flower.
Oh, put up stuff.
Do you go back downstairs with the rest of the group?
Yeah, I've got Termaine with me,
Termaine,
and
you have the hammer. As you're walking past, you see that there are 2 fountains burbling water that have the kind of dome-shaped tops, like a mushroom cap, that seem to have like sections.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea is to hit him with a hammer.
Yep.
I didn't say anything. Do you want to do that?
I mean, that's what Soul said. Soul said, hit it with the hammer. So you don't have to come if you're this might be dangerous, Arya. You might want
You
to
know
stay
what?
back.
Let me get the fuck out of here.
Just
I'm
I
gonna
want
go
you to
over
be able-
here.
I want you to be able to see me if I fall.
I don't
down.
want to see
Wait,
anything. I'm
Wait,
fucking
wait.
almost dead.
Wait, no, you're standing out of harm's way. I want you to see me if I fall. Come on.
All right, fine. Let me stand right here.
And so I would go forward and I would pull out the gold hammer,
Okay.
gently
Um,
clink it on the fountain.
You feel like there's a bit of give, but you feel like there definitely needs to be a bit more of a strike for that to work.
Okay, then I would do it harder.
When you
Come
slam
on.
it down, it causes the top portion of it to sleeve over the spigots that are, or the fountain heads that are kind of shooting the water into it, stopping the water here. You then watch as whatever drain system is present inside of this fountain causes all of the water to dissipate. And that's it.
Okay. So it's fair to say that the gold of the hammer is related to water.
I mean, I guess that's a take.
That's a take. That is my take. Okay,
Or that we just need to hit the fountains with the hammer.
maybe. Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna.
There's another fountain on the other side of this, right? On the.
Well, I'm gonna yell down to Soul what happened, and then I'm planning on hitting the other hammer. Any
Let me-
concerns about that?
Let me
Hitting the
go
other-
check something. I'll go check the downstairs fountain that would be underneath it.
Okay. Move your token accordingly.
I can't. I'm still trapped on the first floor.
No, you're not.
Oh. Do I
You're
have
on
two
both floors
tokens? Okay.
simultaneously. That would not
Check
be the
this
one
one
that
first.
corresponds with. Yeah, that
Oh,
one's
sorry.
still empty. They went to the other side. Sorry.
Okay.
So
Right.
this fountain, as you approach it, is now filled with water. Do you walk a
Yeah.
step further?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's all suffer.
Okay. As you do so, you see the brazier to the left ignite. You see a form appear that looks like a warrior or a soldier, and it immediately slams into you. Make a dexterity save throw. Or do you let it happen?
I think I would still probably try to react to it, not
Dex
get-
saving throw, yep. Okay. It
Doesn't
does not,
matter much.
It does not fail in its efforts to become one with you. As you approach as well, another event happens. The water starts to swirl. From the center of it, a bulge arises, the fluid
Okay.
actually taking a more physical form. And
I
as
would
it
like to back
ascends, it stops. As you back away, it remains in its full upright position and takes the form of what appears to be a woman. It looks like they have fey-like ears that are emanating from its watery form. But if you've ever seen the movie Abyss, it's kind of like that, but female form.
Mm.
It's a rippling water woman.
Ronnie, can you speak to it?
Maybe. Hi. She'll step forward.
Okay. She seems pleased by your presence.
Do you,
He's
do you
gay.
have a name?
Doesn't say any. There's no words that are said back to you. There is a sound it is making, but you do not understand if it is a language or not. Do you speak primordial?
No.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, they taught that in Elven Elementary School.
They taught that
My-
in primary.
Primordial eerie school.
Did our
I see what you were going for. I like it. It was good. It was a good effort. I would give you
Did-
inspiration, but I already know you already still have it.
My
We'll have
languages
it.
are set to none again for some reason.
It was common
Did
in Elven.
Yeah,
Tremaine
I know.
also shout down what the other spirit said?
He's right
Mhm.
here.
I did.
Tremaine, you come back downstairs.
Oh,
Did you strike the second one or just the first one?
flower.
No, I have. I'm meeting up with them, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I've got the hammer out.
Yeah, as far as attention goes, the only
she afraid?
person that the only person that she cares about is Ronnie.
Maybe
Okay.
that flower's the
And
one that we
you-
got out of the chest.
And when Termaine comes back, he tells us about the flower.
Yeah.
She'll hold out the citrine flower.
She coyly kind of meekly backs away in a demure fashion and then offers her hand out to receive the gift.
Oh.
She'll hand it to her.
The second it enters her hand, it becomes like fluid instead of gemstones, and the yellow bile flows through her body. As it does so, you can see the brazier to the side ignite brilliantly. And then whoever is in the back of the group hears a loud splashing and gurgling sound coming from the south of you.
Okay. That would be Termaine and probably Soul. Would that be from over here? From
As you
from
walk
the-
into the room with the statue of the libation, you
Yeah.
see that it is currently emanating a fluid. Thick, viscous, black bile spills out from the
Wow.
chalice, from the decanter, onto the floor. It does not seem to linger. It is very strange. It does not spread out as you expect a fluid to do. There is some method of draining happening here, or evaporation, or some magical shenanigans that are causing the liquid as it hits the ground to not pool and not spread. It just seems to maintain the same splash zone throughout.
Is it continuously pouring?
Oh yeah, it just keeps going. It smells so fucking bad in here, you guys. You don't
Oh,
even know.
no.
Like, I don't know if anybody understands how bile smells, but
Oh yeah.
No. No.
It's
Do
not
you
great.
think it would take the dagger or the one of the daggers? One of the daggers?
I think we just need to activate all of the pourings.
Okay.
So-
then there's one over here on the.
A quick
on the
note.
east
Wait.
Just because something was focused on, I just want to make sure something's clear, and then I'll get back to you,
Uh-huh.
Gio. Sorry. As you kind of look to the dagger, the platinum one I believe you have, right? You would notice that it's not
yes.
just a dagger, it is a rondelle dagger. Do you know what a rondelle dagger is?
No, can you please explain?
The hilt is just like a dagger, but instead of like a cross guard, it has a kind of dome on it. And on the bottom, it also has like a dome.
Would it fit over this opening?
You're not sure. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of hold my nose and try.
Okay. I think it's the Dream of the Tuesday game to get thrown up on, but
No, not me.
Great.
fair.
That's
As you
not our-
approach and then move the dagger to insert it,
Yeah.
the pristine platinum one, you
Mhm.
would notice that it's very hard for you to insert it and keep it in. It does seem to fit neatly where it's supposed to, but
That might be for the other one.
it keeps on pushing it out regardless. It's not stopping.
Ronnie, I think that maybe the wood dagger might go here.
She'll hold it out to you.
Okay, sure. I'll take it and try it. I'll you know what? I'll hand her the black bile platinum dagger to hold then.
Thanks.
So like this.
Arya will take it and kind of like, we'll take it from Ronnie.
And you're gonna take a little sample of it.
Take a sample.
I know you would do that. So gross.
Okay, so the wooden dagger
Yum.
also does not cause it to stop.
Great.
Okay. And you would sort of take the dagger out and kind of whip it on the ground to get some of that.
What you
Funk
will
off of
note
it.
is that it does appear that the wood is now stained.
Okay. I'm breaking things left and right. We have a broken ruby rose and a stained wooden dagger.
Bile stained wooden dagger.
Nice. Perfect.
Wait, the rose is broken?
The Ruby
Ruby
Rose had a little bit of break on it after our encounter with the shield creature.
Oh no.
Because I thought it had something to do with that area, so I sort of had it out. That was a bad move, but we tried.
Okay.
Do we want to try the other one?
This is so stinky in here. Get
Well,
in
I
here.
kind of want to like. I feel like we should go in order. So like
Alright, break
the
it down.
hammer. We need to just hammer both fountains, right?
We could try. But the other fountain seems like it's working correctly, right? The
The-
other fountain had the lady come out of it,
Yeah. I
Yeah,
gave
so
her
we
the
need to do that
rose.
on the right side.
and we handed
Yeah.
it the rose.
Wait, no, but there's 4 fountain thingies.
Okay, so we need to hammer.
The other one upstairs.
So hammer
The one
both
upstairs-
fountains that need to be
upstairs.
hammered.
Upstairs.
So do you go upstairs
the,
and hammer the fountain again?
the corresponding
The other
fountain on
fountain.
the other side.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
While they're doing that, I'm
I'll take the rose from him.
Okay.
Sorry.
The
Okay.
broken shards of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
back upstairs. I'm gonna go see if I throw up another method.
Oh, great. You took the. Oh yeah, you go
Warrior.
upstairs.
Was it the Earth method?
We already threw up this method. Oh, you have the earth method in you.
No.
I got a new one.
right,
Or the warrior,
yeah.
right?
The
No,
warrior.
Nothing happens with these.
Mm.
Okay. Same thing if I go to the other side.
Yeah. No, these two do not
Alright.
appear to be the
Okay, well,
problem.
carry on.
Ronnie, if you remain below as they went up and did hammering, you'll note that the
Mhm.
fountain does fill with water. Or
Does a
the
lady
basin.
appear?
Huh?
Does a lady appear?
No, not yet, because you haven't entered.
Oh, well, I'll enter.
You pass the threshold.
Yep.
Dex saving throw.
Maybe we're supposed to keep these.
Keep these. What?
Okay.
22.
So as it approaches, you've seen it happen to everybody else. You're expecting it. You very quickly and nimbly jump backwards. You watch it fly straight in front of you and stop, kind of where you were standing, and then turn to face you. And the thing that turns to face you is a fire method that appears to have almost like regal, noble look to it. It almost looks like the statues of the maidens pouring the fluid, but it itself is fire and not carrying a jar. It floats there for a second and then just starts to float over your head in a halo, in a perfect route just directly above your head.
Ooh,
We always knew
fancy.
you're an angel.
And then
then
the water
I
also has a woman come up out of it.
Hands are like individually handled pieces.
like
The fire method
it
above
broke.
your
I'm
head
sorry.
says, "The maiden will not take a broken gift.
Oh fuck.
What
I don't know
must
how to fix
be
it.
repaired can only be done by hammer
By
over
hammer.
flame."
I can try and fix it. She'll look at the water lady and be like, I'm gonna try and fix it. Can you give
Right
me a
here.
second? And then
The flame in the corner that the method came from is smoldering. It's not a very hot flame.
yeah.
Which fire do you wish to take it to?
Um
Keeping in mind the one in the other water lady's room started like bursting very hotly.
yeah. Probably go back to that one to see if it's any hotter.
Okay.
Can't
As-
use the gold warhammer because it'll melt.
She approaches, no matter where Ronnie and Soul are in relation to one another. Soul, in your head, you hear a gruff voice say, "My flame is not for repairing. My flame is for burning that which must be burned."
Hold on, wait.
What?
What did you do?
What? Where did you? What? Come back.
Well, I'm literally like right over here. I didn't go all the way over.
Yeah, well, you said you did. I just, again, the tokens
Yeah.
have moved, but I was just, again, moving it to where it would naturally
That
end
one's
up.
for burning, not for repairing.
Oh, which one's for repairing then?
It wasn't specific.
You hear in
What
your
was
head,
it?
Ronnie, my flame. From the
Oh.
method above your head.
Oh,
Oh,
why didn't you tell me that earlier?
so we have to hammer.
When you get back to it, it's
Yeah.
just smoldering. And the
Uh-huh.
method says, my flame is not lit. You must give the maiden the
Oh.
gift.
Oh. A gift? Any gift?
Sorry, apologies, back up. You must give them, no, you not right. Apologies. Sorry. Wrong track. Bear with me for a second. I've got myself confused.
Lying
and
ass
loose.
method.
Yeah, that would be impossible. The thing you need to do.
We're like puzzling
Sorry.
the GM.
Yes, apologies. 1 second.
We're so good at puzzles, we even make the GM become puzzled.
We make the puzzles.
Oh, right. Sorry. That which
We
must.
are the puzzle.
Sorry. That which must be stopped before my flame will burn bright again.
Fuck.
That which
So
must
maybe
be
that
stopped.
vomit.
Yes.
Is it the stinky bile?
It doesn't confirm or deny, but yeah, probably that. How did I get that mixed up? That's funny as hell. Because the cross.
How do we stop it though? Is there another hammer?
So the daggers both fit in, but they didn't stop it.
Right.
Okay, here's a crazy thought.
Mhm.
Do we need to start over and then like plug them before they start pouring?
I don't know that we can start over.
Got it. Okay.
Well, we know that we lost the citrine rose because it turned into water, so we can't really start over.
Well,
Mhm.
it turned into yellow bile, which is now inside
But it's liquid
of.
though. It's
Yeah.
liquid, right?
Yeah, it is now inside of the water.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And it seems
Never
that
mind.
the fire on the opposite side seems to be burning hotter because of that.
Is that a fire that could be used to repair?
No, when she
No,
approached
that's the
it,
one
it
No.
specifically
said
to burn
It said
that which
no.
needs to burn.
the
The only
warrior
one on
inside of Soul said.
Oh,
We have to do it on top
does
of Ronnie's head.
the wood need to burn in it?
Do you
Maybe.
put the wooden dagger in the fire?
We only get one try with that. I don't.
Yeah, really.
Maybe.
Well, what needs to burn?
I need a yes or no.
No.
Listen, don't do it now because we know what has to happen in terms of the broken ruby rose definitely
Yeah, but
goes.
we can't fix it without the thing being turned off.
Do you throw it in?
To be
Yeah.
fair, wait.
Great job, Jonah. She said yes already.
She said yes.
She throws it in. You watch as it seems to start to burn very hotly, and you also watch as it starts to shrivel and turn into like charcoal and ash. After a fashion, it glows bright hot. The flame is like white hot flame.
Uh-huh.
Then the flames of the entirety of the brazier die down and go off entirely. You can see the remnants of the ash dagger expanded and warped by the flame.
Oh, okay.
I think that's good. I think that was
So
the right
it's,
impulse.
it's expanded.
Yes.
So now it might fit. Now
Do
it
you,
might plug it
do
up.
you touch it?
Can I try and touch it? Like
Yeah,
take it
you
back
grab
out?
it and the blackened like exterior flakes off and you start to kind of move it about, and as you do so you realize the interior of the item holds a dagger exactly identical to the dagger that you just burned, except instead of being made out of wood, This dagger appears to be made out of some heavy black metal.
Oh. See, guys.
Nice job.
Yeah,
You did it.
that was wise.
Do you
Reckless,
take-
but wise.
Do you take the dagger and move it to the fountain and try to plug it?
Yeah.
Plug it, plug it, plug it.
You do so.
Plug it in, plug it in.
It locks in place, and you let go, and the bile no longer seems to be flowing, nor can you hear it coming up out of the decanter. After a few moments, the entirety of the floor beneath the libations maiden is clean.
Cool.
Now can we use your flame?
You
She'll
go
say
back
to
into
her
this
little.
space, and you would see that the flame is burning hotly.
Into this space.
Yep.
Okay. Can I borrow that hammer, Termaine?
You can.
Okay. She'll
It
put
looks like
the.
it has a head that's broad enough that a lot of things could be put onto it. Basically, anything that you've recovered in this dungeon so far could be placed on the head of this thing and laid flatly.
The head of the hammer.
That's right. Are you familiar with like professional pizza getters out of the pizza oven?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of referencing. Like it's flat enough you could put something on it.
Oh.
It's not as big as a pizza thing,
Okay.
but what I'm saying
I
is
believe
like,
those people prefer to be called pizzaologists, John.
hey, I was one of them. I call whatever.
Okay, so she'll put the hammer in there and then put the pieces of the rose on it.
In that order.
No.
I know you know how to cook. I don't know how to cook, and this was something that I kind of
I'll
developed.
put. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I get it. I put the pieces of the rose into the flame.
No,
No.
because it's a bunch of charcoal. You're gonna
Put
put
it
them
on the
the head
hammer,
of the
and
hammer,
then
and then
slide
put the
the
head of
hammer
the
into
hammer
the
Okay,
in.
well that's. And then put the pieces on.
No, the pieces are on the hammer. You're putting them
Okay,
in.
well that's what I said.
Is that not? Did she say that? Am I crazy?
I said I put the pieces on the
No, you said you put the
pieces of-
hammer in, and then you put the rose pieces on it. I thought you had the hammer in the fire.
No.
I'm so sorry, Liz. Okay,
It's been a hard day. It's been a week.
which is why I'm not taking anything. I assume that was the case. On the hammer in.
Yeah.
Once you do so, you watch as the pieces of the flower reassemble back to the form it had before. When you pull the hammer out and touch it, it is cool to the touch. So is the rose.
Okay. She'll inspect the rose and then look at is the water lady still there?
Yes.
Okay. She'll go approach the water lady
She
and
moves
hold it out
away
to her.
from you in fear. Looks like she's more afraid of the Mephit than you.
Oh.
Ooh.
Termaine, can you give this lady this rose?
Yep, I can.
Okay, and just
You
to
know
make
all
sure,
about courtly tradition, right?
you do not have any Mephits inside of you, right?
Correct.
Or
I am
about
method
you?
free.
Okay.
I'm method free.
You walk up, and it's just as the last one. She very demurely and cordially accepts the gift of the rose. It seems that the red of the ruby starts to turn into fluid that is very blood-colored and runs through her personage. The flame in the corner burns even brighter than it has before. It was burning at its same brightness before the method escaped from it. It is now burning at the same temperature as the one that was on the left side.
Okay.
And you can hear nasty sounds splashing.
So I'm gonna go down with Rani looking at the this I'm sorry, I guess it's a statue fountain.
Yeah, with the
thing.
decanter, the libations made in.
Yeah.
It is pouring phlegm all over the place. It is a nasty kind of like.
I'll let Rani go in. I think I'd go in there. I'll let Rani go in there.
Hey, Elizabeth, I heard you're having a bad day. How about
Sure,
you?
why
Here,
not?
I'm just gonna give you.
I'll plug it up.
I'm
Don't
gonna give
worry,
you
I got this.
handkerchief. Give you a handkerchief and let you walk in there.
Okay.
I got this.
It's okay.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
You're good.
You place the platinum dagger into the phlegm, pushing it
Mhm.
inwards, and it locks perfectly in place. One shot, one try. Upon
yeah.
doing this and securing both of these spaces, from above you, bright lights flare out. So too on the ground level. These flames here ignite heavily and are now kind of creating fire that raises up off of them. The flames that were present with the helmed horror, the big ones, those seem to be
Mhm.
burning bright above you. And then the braziers that were back with the guardians that were in the main entrance when you first entered are also burning brightly.
Anything happening with the cube?
The cube is still attempting to retreat from none of you, actually. Um,
Okay.
actually, no, Ronnie. It
Yeah,
does
she
not
still
like
has the
Ronnie
hammer.
has the hammer.
Oh, yeah. Do we keep this?
Okay.
Are there any other things that need to be thinged?
So we've done blood, we've done phlegm, we've done black bile,
We've done all 4.
we've done yellow bile.
Yeah, that was the one, the citrine rose that I gave the lady to.
Mhm.
She turned into the yellow bile.
Hmm.
Did we do blood?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the other fountain. The ruby rose.
Right.
Maybe I just
Maybe there's something down the.
Well, I mean, there's one way to find out is to go back to the room with the massive suit of armor, right? The helmet.
No. I'm not trying to get
No, no, no.
fucked by those fucks. So
Okay.
that's said in character.
That's that in
Um,
character. Okay.
yeah, I'm not trying to get fucked by those fucks.
Okay.
Language.
Jermaine giggles.
There's some kind of thing down here, right? Like something we haven't
staircase.
done.
Is it open door? Did you say it's an open door?
It's a hallway that leads to a staircase.
So
Oh,
because
right
it just
behind where the
seems
shield was.
Right. And
Yeah.
basically in design, it very much looks like an exit.
oh
But the exit was also upstairs, or the exit that we know
There
of.
are
the
4
guy
exits.
upstairs.
You were told there are 4 exits.
Uh,
4
Oh,
ways to
God.
escape. The 4 ways
Again,
of the
the
universe.
brazier on the helmed horrors level, the brazier on the guardian constructs level, those are burning brightly, so much so that you can see them. And then the 4 that we have down here on the bottom level, those are also burning insanely brightly. All the big braziers are now just like full incandescence, hot.
We have to jump into the fire.
That's it. I didn't think I was going to get you in 7 sessions, but here we are.
No.
I really did kill you all in 7. I love it. JK, I'm not that kind of DM. Do you go back
So
upstairs?
you're saying we have to jump into the fire?
Do you go back
Let's-
upstairs to inspect?
Yes.
Can we start there? Okay, cool. So I'll start with Tom. Which of these 2 pathways do you want to inspect first? The north, which is higher up, or the south, where you entered from?
Probably north,
Okay.
because it's higher up.
So you'll notice that the suit of armor has fallen apart. It's just lying on the ground. The sword is no longer present.
I
And the
will
pathway
cautiously
behind
approach.
it is wide open. You approach, it lies inert. There's no trick. You do not have to get an axe. And the pathway
Staying out of
behind
that
it,
circle.
the pathway behind it is no longer blocked by a force field.
All right, what's there?
A suit of armor. Looks like with the helm and the chest plate, which are the only pieces that appear to be serviceable because the interior of the other ones are kind of not working. It appears to be a suit of half plate armor.
I mean, you can pick through
Yeah.
that. What's this pathway, though, is what I meant.
Yeah,
John, can I be over there too? Oh wait, I am over there. Never mind.
it looks like it goes into kind of a narrowing hallway, similar to the one you saw in that space. And at the end of it, there is a staircase that descends down.
Seems like another exit.
You are at a much higher altitude, so the descent here would probably, like, if it goes down for a very long time, who knows? But if it's a very short descent, it could be to like a level that's contiguous with like the bottom level of this place. But you can't be for certain without treading the path.
Part of me is like, wait, well, there's something that I feel like is missing.
Do you go to the other
The
side,
hammer?
Gijo? Or Elizabeth? Or Andy? Do you want to check the other side?
I
mean
would
this
like to check
directly
the
to the
other
south?
side.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll check it.
And Elizabeth, did you go up and check with Tom the fallen plate armor? Or did you go
I
somewhere
think I
else?
would say no, because she just kind of wants to go
Cool.
back to the place.
Trying to remember who had what. Okay, cool. So
I just have the hammer.
no, yeah, but Ronnie, when you step into this place, your method on the top of your head will
Oh, yeah.
fly from you, split into 6 pieces, which then fly into the fires. When
Oh.
this happens, you'll see all of the constructs who have their blades outwards pull them inwards and pull them close to their chest.
Mm-hmm.
The door on the back side opens. You are
Oh, we can leave.
free
We did
to
a
leave.
team.
Hey, Soul,
Does
we
it
can leave.
does it open for everyone or just her?
Oh yeah, it just opens. It for everyone. It happens simultaneously. There's no
Okay.
strange effect here.
I feel like there's like a part of me that's like, shouldn't this thing be like doing something?
It has remained. Whoever has the hammer, it has remained aware of that fact and seems to be repulsed by it. The hammer.
I have the hammer and now no method.
I wonder if the hammer will like break the chains. I don't know why I think that, but I don't know. It just seems weird that it's just there, and that we aren't. It's not doing anything.
Do we
Cool.
want it to be released?
I want it to do something cool, and if it's not doing
No,
something
it
cool,
sits there wrapped in chain with the light of the star field above you shining down on it. And every time the hammer comes into its area, it moves within its chained grasp as far as it can away from the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe we should just not fuck with it and get the fuck out. What's the consensus?
When it tries to move away up towards like these stairs here, would it be in reach at the apex of it, or is it still?
I would say so, I guess. I mean, yeah, you could touch it. If you want to jump out onto it, you could.
I mean, you could try and hit it with the hammer.
No, the hammer it's moving away from. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to like chase it up the staircase.
I don't want to do that.
It seems
feels
like
mean.
if you are on the staircase, it's on the other side of the room. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's not just
If
going.
I back it towards the
It
staircase.
understands.
Well, yeah, but there's a limit.
There's no. The only limit is within sight of the space of the room. Remember, it started out ascended right in front of you, and then descended to the floor when it was chasing you. So like it was 10 feet off the ground. It can go up to about 40 feet. Like so far as to
Climbs
say,
up the chains with the hammer, strikes it.
you're climbing
can't
up
get out of
the
the train.
chains with the hammer.
No.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Well, if you do look at the chains, they look very climbable. Like they are perfect size for hands to reach inside of the links and make their
I'm
way up.
sure.
And they're in a position that it looks like if you were to ascend, it would be a ladder climb straight up, either to the chains that go to the block or all the way to the ceiling where there's a hole that you could emit yourself out onto.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we haven't explored up there yet.
Right, but we've
I'm very close to being dead. I don't think I have it in
Yeah.
me to explore.
Arya really needs a nap.
But wasn't there supposed to be treasure?
I have this cool gold hammer. Can we come back here?
They said no.
I mean, I thought that was just like if we didn't solve the riddle. We
The
solved
puzzle.
the
True.
riddle. Or the puzzle. So maybe we can come back?
Does it look like it would require some amount of skill to climb these chains, or just pretty
Sorry.
simple?
I forgot a beat. Soul, you were the one who went up to the warrior position, and you have the
Yes.
warrior in you. I apologize. So that flame would have left you when you went up to the armor. And did you take that armor, you guys, or no?
Yeah, so I'm just looking that up right now. It would be better than my scale mail, right?
Half plate, it gives you a 15 base, and you can add +2 of your dexterity. So it'd be a total of 17.
So okay, so I only have a +1 dexterity, so I'd be 16.
16. So it'd be identical to chainmail.
Oh, I do have chainmail. That's what I have currently. I'm sorry. I have
Yeah, it'd be
chainmail.
identical to chainmail, except you wouldn't have disadvantage on stealth check.
Oh. Okay, let's do that.
And if it
So
has
let's do
magical properties, it has magical properties.
which we
But
don't
that
know
hasn't
yet. So
been determined.
I'm just gonna drop the chainmail and
Okay.
put on the
If
half
you
plate.
are not carrying it at all, because it is a bit of a loadout, just you drop it on the ground and don
Yes.
the half plate. It takes you
Correct.
about 4 minutes to don the armor, so that's
Mhm.
fine. While that's happening, what I was saying with Soul, the fire would leave you. When it does so, it says a strike from heaven is the only answer, and that is it. The flame then leaves you. You have a hit dice or no?
I did, yes.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right,
And your
Randy,
throat.
I have.
This may not be a point of context that you'd be familiar with, but maybe someone in this chat would be. But it's like you smoked like a whole pack of cigarettes in like, a day. That's what your throat feels like.
Ronnie, I haven't. The spirit said to strike from the heavens, so I think if you climb up and.
Oh,
smash
why
it
do you
with the
sound
hammer-
like that?
So I do have to hit it?
I think so.
Man.
Arya, you only had one method. I've been through two. It's not great.
Don't recommend it.
The
I
guidance
Method.
surgeon general
guess.
advises against it.
Methods,
I'll
not even
start-
once.
I guess I'll start climbing the chains.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Great.
I know, right?
Okay.
14.
So you start making your way up, and you have little to no issue, and you make it to the point where the chains are located, kind of connected and strapped to that cube. So you're at that level, okay, which is about 50 or so feet up. At this
Okay.
point, you can see that the chains are a little bit more sparse. They're not as tightly bound as they are at the grounder levels. You can attempt it, knowing this. If you do proceed, there is a chance of falling at this point. But so far, you're pretty sure that DC for climbing those chains was like a DC 5. It's literally a bunch of handholds. You can put your hand anywhere and you're grabbing a link of chain from this early point.
Mhm.
But for this next point, a little bit tighter, a little bit tougher.
Yeah. She'll look over to Soul. Is this high enough?
It said from the heavens. I think that means all the way up.
She'll grimace and then start climbing again. Athletics again?
Yes, please.
Uh,
Okay.
14 again.
Successful. You make it all the way up to the top, and you kind of struggle a little bit at the end, but it's a good 15 minutes worth of climbing, folks. So you guys are watching as she's taking her time, moving up the chain, getting up to the top, and then pulling herself up onto the rim. You kind of grab a hold of the rim and pull yourself up, and I'm going to drop your token on the 3rd level.
Jeez.
Where the Macy's is.
Where there's a Macy's.
Oh.
So once you get up there,
Oh,
you can
sure.
see down below you there is the stone. You can see it from way below.
Uh-huh.
There are stars that are maybe 20 or 30 feet above you that are just floating aloft in space. About
That we saw earlier.
Yep, 40 feet above
Okay.
you, there is the cavern's top. The walls appear to be worked and unworked, a mix of both. The ground is completely worked, a solid jet black stone that's similar to onyx or like a dark marble. Looking to the south, you can see two bevels on the ground. They look identical to the spinning doom machine.
Mhm.
As you look in that direction, and then kind of get your breath, like after having climbed as much as you did, and you should make a Constitution saving throw from the effort as their engines start to power up and steam starts to emit
Oh,
from them.
God damn it.
Uh, Constitution save.
You bet. You are exhausted with one level of exhaustion because of the climb. So I'm going to ask you what you do immediately after making it up there and seeing what you see, and we'll go from there, whether or not an initiative roll is necessary or not.
So she would be still grasping the hammer.
Yeah, you got up there. You're
And
kind of like pulling the hammer off of your bag and looking at it. Free action.
yeah,
No big
and
deal.
then looking at the two spinny guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Oh, behind them there is a door. Sorry, that's the other thing.
Oh, cool.
It's more of a cavern, like a caveway, like a tunnel, than
Uh-huh.
a door. And it looks like it's kind of got like a jade or like a green quartz-like coloring to it.
It's like the cube.
Oh.
So a lot to take
Um
in. Just want to know what
yeah,
your
and
immediate response
then
to the matter is. Got the hammer in hand.
I want to go towards the wall so they don't knock me out into the opening,
Okay. Do you
like this wall.
So I want to explain something. The room that you're in, getting past them would probably lead you to a different place. But at this point, there are no points of egress for you. Like, there's no way for you to leave this space without going down that hole, other than leaving out the tunnel that they're guarding. So they're going to start moving. And you go ahead and move yourself however you want. I'm just letting you know that as you look around in kind of a panic, going back the way you came is the only sensible form of retreat.
Throw the hammer like Thor. It'll be fine.
In response to it, because again, you kind of delayed, moved away from the hole so you don't get knocked away, they're firing darts at you.
Yeah.
The first volley will not hit. They slam into the stone near you, and you can see that they are coated in the same green ichor that the poison darts from below were coated in.
Okay.
Your turn. You can do whatever you want. As you stand here in the heavens, also players, if you have ideas, do not hesitate to chime in.
I mean, it
Right
seems
from
like
heavens.
Run.
What were you
I
gonna say,
don't
Malcolm?
know that jumping down to try and hit it is going to be a great strategy. Maybe throwing, I don't know, but it seems
Right.
like the hammer needs to probably hit the cube from this
Yeah.
angle.
Guess I'll try that.
Okay, so you move to the lip of it. Are you trying to throw it, or are you trying to drop it?
Well, dropping it would send it like
Straight down.
here.
Well, you
But
can
I
kind
wanna
of lean
like
out and drop it.
okay.
Yeah, it's no
I
longer
want it to hit the top of the cube.
Okay.
With like not just like a thunk, but
Yeah.
like a stung.
feel like gravity is going to do a lot of the work for you here, and if you drop it, it's going to be at advantage. If you try and throw it, it's going to be at disadvantage because you're trying to kind of angle it or cause it
Yeah.
to cart, and that's going to be a problem because you have to strike with the head.
Right.
So, if you're doing that, just roll an attack roll. Just use your longbow attack. It's fine. This is more of a dexterity game, anyways.
Just like the regular longbow.
Yeah, regular, or yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, in
That's not with advantage either.
yeah, roll it one more time, please. Damn, that's a lot of.
What about with inspiration?
Why does it have all of that?
I don't know. Okay, so inspiration doesn't help advantage rolls because it just
Yeah.
gives you advantage for the roll. But 13,
Yeah.
you drop it. Okay. As you do so, before we get to the resolution of that, because obviously it is a far drop, bounce, bounce, and then they're going to fire again. Miss. Hit. You're going to take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
16.
So you are not poisoned. You managed to kind of like stave off the poisoning effect as you pull the dart from you, and you feel like you're going to be okay. So it's your turn.
Okay.
You watch as the hammer strikes the object below, breaking it into shards of dark glass that send down onto the ground. And from it, a small piece of glowing green energy kind of slowly descends to the ground and touches down on the center of the floor as the chains spill around it. The chains on the pillars are still tight, which means they're still accessible for climbing purposes. You have your turn. How would you like to take it?
I would like to climb down the chains.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check, keeping in mind your height at current. So
Yeah.
is anyone
Now's
I
the
else
would
time
have
for
like
the
to use my
inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I hate that.
Okay.
It's literally the worst.
So, this is a very interesting situation indeed, and I'm going to go with the rolls. I have to go with the rolls.
Yep. I would like you to go with the rolls.
you kind of pop out onto the chain and start making your way down. Everyone's kind of focused on that. You hear kind of a "huh" as Ronnie's hands kind of slip from it, and she's holding on to the chain with her leg. Tremaine, as you look up and see her, you kind of realize the desperation, and you watch as her legs, the hold she has on them is precarious. She slips and she falls.
Did I
now
try to
gonna roll
catch her?
terminal falling damage. Do you try to?
How far? How high up is she?
Like I said, it was 200 feet.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! I
Yeah.
couldn't catch you at 200 feet.
Yeah, she's going to reach terminal velocity. The maximum amount of falling damage is going to be accrued here. So, okay. So it's going to be a total of 48 points of bludgeoning damage, which I believe
Oh yeah,
is a
I
splat.
died.
Yeah. You watch as Ronnie's form hits the ground in a violent fashion, and her body is broken on the ground,
No.
dead.
Oh no.
Now, we deal with the fun of the Helma. Roll a d100, Elizabeth.
Oh shit.
The floor you are on is level 1. If you roll a 1 or lower, so just a 1, you are erased from existence. Your soul does not exist.
Well,
anymore.
given how this group rolls, I'm
Not a 1.
Okay, good.
Now keep in mind, as you descend further, the number goes up.
Jesus.
So, good times. She is dead. You're pretty sure she can be resurrected in the form she's in. You were told that the soul remains with the body, and that the Tefras Lord above is able to provide this service for Lord Sanctioned. For a fee, of course.
Remain would rush
But,
over and
I just want to say
Tears
real quick,
running
I
down
got
his
you. Yay! Finally! Yeah, Ronnie is dead. The
So
item
he
that
would-
lies on the ground, and it's still glowing. It appears to be a very strange black stone and metal panel. I'm going to show it to you. And it looks like it's a grouping of these panels kind of stuck together, like purple and black metal that is no longer glowing. It looks like it could fit in your hand.
Yeah, Tremaine is not interested in any of that. He's just running over to Ronnie. He's taking off
So
his
Arya's
cloak
got
and
it,
he's
okay.
starting, and he's sort of starting to bundle her up in his cloak and lifting her up. He's crying.
It's a relatively somber tune. I like it. It's good.
We
Termaine,
don't.
you have her. What would you like to do with her once you? I mean, besides kind of. I mean, obviously there's a panic instilled here. You're crying.
Yeah, he's just gonna look up at the others and kind of be like, he's got this kind of like numb shock look on his face. He doesn't know what he's doing.
There's not much we can do right here. Let's get this and go back to the surface.
You grab the.
We
key.
can't panic if we're going to save. Wait, am I muted?
No, you're good.
No,
No.
you're good. You're good.
Oh, we can't panic if we're going to save your sister. Let's head back to the surface as quickly as possible.
Panic.
Grabbing the key.
Who has it? I just need to know who has it because again, it's another situation. Okay, good. So the Arcane Forge key is what it is called.
Ooh.
You take it, and when you ascend back up the stairs, Tremaine, you're carrying your sister,
Yeah.
and very much can feel the life exiting her. When it comes to your position, Ronnie, in kind of dead space, you aren't moving on. Instead, what you are witnessing is a very strange flow of unknowing. You are currently in a space that is not quite the darkness of finality that most people assume is the truth of like death.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not most people, but some people might fear is the truth of death.
Right.
But it's very much a space where you feel all at once existing, but not. Because your soul is not being relinquished from your body due to the nature of the maw.
So basically, the horror of like being at work.
Yeah, it's like you're at work in a cubicle, like the
In a
cubicle being
cubicle,
your
just
body.
staring. Jeez.
Right.
Just staring at the panel.
We're going to go ahead and kill the music. I'm assuming that we are making our way back up all the way to the surface.
Wow, you kill Ronnie, you kill the music. What else are you gonna kill?
I'm just murdering everything in this game.
Damn.
Killed our spirit.
It's kind of a joy. It's kind of a joy. Where is you're going back to Hellgate. The keep specifically. God, I hope it's happy music. Oh damn, I didn't have something set up for it. Okay. You will ascend, and when you make your way back up, it's been several hours since the last time that we last talked about the daylight. There is no daylight, even though the map shows as being in broad daylight. It is completely pitch black. Once you make it to the steps outside of the gate is sealed. Above you, you see 3 knights wearing Atavian armor. I will post a picture of what the Hellgate troops look like here in a moment. I will try to. Here we go. This is what they all look like. One of them looks down to you
Batavian stormtroopers.
and says, by
Yep.
rule of Lord sanctioning, you are not allowed access during the night hours to or fro. One of the knights looks down to you and says, you are the Lord sanctioned for from here, right?
Aye, make way. We have need.
They seem to be talking to one another for
We
a
have
moment.
we have a need for haste.
You see one of them come back and say, we will allow your entry this once. In future, arise only during the sunlight. The door is open.
Understood.
But you'd never seen the door closed. This door to you looked like just an open stone gate. There was no door. You were allowed through allowed through before, and it didn't look like there was any means of closing. Now there is a massive steel door that shuts that door up like a vault door. And when,
And how long ago were we here?
less than a day,
Mm-hmm.
So
that door wasn't
something's
just
not
built there.
right.
But when
Are
you
we in the same place?
yeah, when you watch, you see the door very strangely become parcel, like pieces, like a jigsaw puzzle, and then move inwards, all of the pieces becoming one block that is now being held by a man on the opposite side of the portal way. And he looks at you as he steps aside and says, "Quickly, I will reseal it after you've entered."
Yeah.
Once you do so, he places it out in front of him, speaks a word. If you'd like to know what the word is, you can make a perception check, DC 20, and then you watch as the vault door reseals back in its space.
Hey!
Oh, we got it.
Tefras was the word that was spoken, which is a name I've been bandying about a bit, so hopefully it sticks with you.
Yeah,
What is it?
as in Lord Tefras.
Tefras. Okay. Where do you go once you've entered in?
Cleric.
You ask.
Whoever would do this resurrection.
Okay. So you were told that Lord Tefras's people would be the ones to speak on that. They say to you that there is no one currently awake who would be able to perform that service. And the person you're speaking to, I would say, is, gotta check my notes here. Who would it be? So it would actually be awake at this hour, or have no need for sleep. I would say that it is the watch captain. Who is Kuno Poston. I will paste his name in the chat. He doesn't look any different than the other guards, by the way.
Okay.
But he says to you, in earnest, I understand that what you've gone through here is a unceremonious and horrendous event for you, as you have not descended into the Hellmaw before. You are a new Lord sanctioned. Our guards allowed you to enter in. I will do my best to rise the individual responsible for resurrections, but they will not be able to do so until first light. You can return back to your manor, but I warn you, the farther you get away from the Hellmaw, the less secure this individual's soul will be with their body.
Is there
Yes.
someone here who can do could ease her repose until
It is not a
such
matter
time?
of her body's state. It is a matter of her soul's state. The longer she is outside of the maw, the farther away she gets from it. The looser the bonds become on her soul. It remains tethered to her body due to the nature of the hell maw.
Is there a room you can let us sit in until such time?
I believe there are
Gladly.
rooms for rent at current. Unfortunately, I do not happen to be the one who deals with that matter. You would need to speak on that with the room keep. But again, at this late hour, I don't think that will prove a possibility.
I would be willing to wait
You would just sit down with
out here on the bricks.
and hold her, yeah, and wait. He's not listening anymore to this just bureaucratic bullshit. He's just waiting.
He looks to you, Arya, and says in kind of a frank manner, "As Lord sanctioned, your lord should have warned you of the inevitability of this. I assure you, my callousness is not due to an uncaring nature, but if I were to go out of my way every single time a Lord Sanctioned died inside of that space, I would get no sleep whatsoever."
That's fine. I think I think we understand what you're saying. We want to be pragmatic. I think that we are willing to lay out on the brick
If that is
until
your wish,
the morning.
only Lord Tefras's men will cause you issue, but as I am their captain, I will stop them from bothering you for the evening as a condolence, as a consolation to my inability to do much at this time. I don't know why
Thank you.
my wife's mom's dog's barking, but that is happening. That is a thing that is happening. Focusing back up, he would say, it will probably be first light before the priest will be available to assist you here. I assure you, they will do their best, but they will also seek a price. Um, how much gold do you have on your persons?
Oh no. She's the one that kept track of our gold. No, I'm just kidding.
We have.
what we've got. She just
I hate to let you know this, but we only have 29 gold. But she also has gold on her that you can use. I have.
So I happen to have this gold hammer.
Okay.
73.
You
as
pull the
well.
hammer out and you kind of display it to him and say, I happen to have this gold hammer. And you realize you are holding nothing more than a wooden hammer.
Oh fuck.
Good news. Soul has at least 150 gold still.
I have 73.
The man says to you, it will cost you 500 gold pieces. Anything that you cannot afford will be credited at the time of resurrection and paid for by Lord Tefris in his generosity. However, that amount will be increased by half, and expectations are that it be paid before the end of the month.
I have 194. 194 plus how much did you have, Soul?
150.
How much does the body have?
73.
Okay, 73.
How much money does Jermaine have?
0.
0? What the shit?
I
We
spent
have-
it on a healing potion.
Oh my god.
We
And
have
it came in handy.
29 in the bank.
29. So that's
Yeah.
446. That's not too bad. We can pay back 75 gold or however the fuck much.
About right.
Soul, are you good at singing? You can do some busking out there?
Excuse me?
Soul.
Was that in... Oh, that was
We
on
also
just...
have
Not
a
after
magic-
smoking 4 packs.
We also have a magic mushroom on
Yeah.
that we could sell.
So the guard would basically send only legal tender is acceptable for this transaction. We do not do trade. If you wish to have trade allotments, you can turn your matters into the bank so long as they're not perishable. If you have other matters, you can trade them with vendors, either with here within the gate or outside in Cardin proper.
I mean, I'm not there, but
Yeah. So
we can deal with that later.
I only said it
We
that
can
way
pay
so
the majority of it of
they
the
knew
cost, though.
if they have items that they want to give up, that's not a thing that this guy does. He does not care
Right.
about that.
Right.
But we would be able to sell a couple of things
Oh, sure,
to be
sure,
able
sure.
to make up the rest before the end of the month.
Absolutely.
Which is, I
So
think-
you rest under starlight on the stone floor. It is not the most pleasurable place to take a long rest, but it suffice. I mean, it feels no different to Ronnie, who is still in this weird state of purgatory. However, she is close enough to the Hellmaw that another roll for her soul is not required.
Yay.
No more soul roll.
So, you awake in the morning, and a priest is brought out to you. The priest in question is an individual from town. Specifically, oh god, notes. Hellgate. Specifically, an individual named Beleth. She is a shadow elf, pale white skin, dark black hair. No drawing for her yet. Um, and she looks to you and says, "You are one who has died due to this, so the matter is not as hard as normal. I will let you know that if you wish to retain my services on matters outside of the Hellmaw, my rate is normally 1,000 gold pieces, but I will accept trade for that. Due to the bureaucratic nature of this specific transaction, 500 will be paid to Lord Tefris. I will be compensated accordingly, and I will return this individual," she says with almost kind of a sneer, "back to the land of the living."
Um,
You pay how much exactly?
we have 446 gold among us.
Mhm. So 27. So 77 will be the amount that you owe back to Lord Tefris. So that is a debit on your account.
Hold on, I don't think that math is correct. How much did we have?
447, right?
Yeah, which would be
447. It should be 53, John.
50.
3, and then the how much is added on top of it? Like,
Ah,
No, 47?
it's 53 times 1.5. Okay, I forgot about the extra
yeah.
loan tax. Fucking loan sharks.
Yeah, loan shark. Yeah, yes.
You're a detriment to me. I mean, she's obviously giving you a discount by the Lord's rate. She normally charges 1,000 for a raised dead spell.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna argue with it.
So, for as a heads up, just to keep a couple things in check. First off, you took a long rest, so experience will be allotted. We'll discuss that in a moment. Ronnie, that does count for you as well, because the experience that you gained was not gained during your death, it was gained prior to your death.
Mhm.
And
You took the
technically,
longest rest.
an eternal rest still counts in my purposes as a rest, but it will not be sufficient to resuscitate you in the way you're thinking. So,
Right. Well, I also already had one level of exhaustion.
yeah, that's gone. Um,
I mean,
that's fine. But you return to life with 1 hit point, 1 HP. You are no longer poisoned, exhausted, anything to that effect. You are just a shell of a person with 1 hit point left. If you have any mortal wounds, they're all closed and sealed. If you were missing body parts, they remain missing. Um, if you were lacking something that was integral for survival, you weren't. You were just kind of broken, not like destroyed. Like if your head is cut off, the spell fails automatically. So don't even bring them back to me. And then coming back from the dead is an ordeal. You feel your body as it's being pulled from yourself and then slotted back into where it's supposed to go by this spell. Like it is traumatic.
Mhm.
It's like being kind of knocked sideways all the time. Like it always feels off. It's like putting
Right.
on an outfit that you're totally comfortable in, but for some reason, something you did with the wash has just set it off and it's just not sitting right. For the remainder of a duration that will be set by this, you have a -4 penalty to any d20 test. Every time
Huh.
you take a long rest, this penalty will be reduced by 1. So every time you rest past this point, you will get better.
Wow.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Good news. I see some downtime in our future.
if you wish to go to Lycoi Keep and acknowledge the acquisition of the Arcane Forge Key, you may. Is that the goal?
I think so.
Okay. So you return back to Lycoi Keep, and you will then be awarded with 3 downtime activity points if you wish to spend them now. Otherwise, if you wish to continue questing, those will just be bottled off to the side. For the leveling, for the resting, because you took a long rest, you're already getting the level, so that you don't have to worry about the downtime activity and the like. I will say that you have gained a shit fuck ton of experience. It's quite a lot.
Level 12. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna type that into the experience section and see what happens.
We're currently at 588.
Oh, I know. I know exactly where you're at.
I was just saying to other players.
Mhm.
Okay. So for, and keep in mind, this is what this is specifically for. It's for the chokers on the bridge. It's for the fish folk on the bridge. It is for the termites, which you didn't rest after.
Mhm.
It is for the entirety of the Bastion. 2,100 experience apiece.
Good gravy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you should have been level
26,
3 going
88.
into.
26, late 88.
Yes, that is correct. Which means you're right on the cusp of 4.
Oh, we gotta go back in for a second.
If you do, you surrender your downtime activity points.
No.
I think we
And
all need a few days.
if you are taking the downtime here, matters will arise because of the actions you're taking. So, what I'd like for you to do, as I'm talking, because it's going to be a bit of narrative blathering on for a bit, I would like you to level your characters to level 3, and also start looking at the downtime activity options and deciding what you want to do there. I will move us back to the main page so that you can see what you have clocks going for. Excellent. Okay. When you return to your lord, you mention what you saw and what you found, and also what you're currently at deficit. He states that he will pay your amount. He will pay it in full. So that debt is wiped clean. He also states, I knew that you were going in, but I thought you were just going for a look around the first level. I didn't expect you to actually do as much as you did. This is great news that you've taken the initiative, but unfortunately I wasn't ready to prepare you for what you had available to you. For this, I will rectify it by placing inside of your bank an amount that will allow you to resurrect someone once again if you need it. 500 will be added to your bank account.
I really hope it's not needed though.
Fair go. This downtime will take a total of 5 days. The reason for this is him maneuvering the money and setting you up and being ready for it. Resting, of course, which we will discuss in a bit, because it functions pretty easily. You'll be recovered of your raised dead situation without issue, but there's another matter we'll discuss. Then you can also perform your downtime activity during that time. So today's date, as far as days go, is day 1 was the 5th, day 2 was the 6th, day 3 was the 7th, which was the day we just had. And now we're adding 5 days on top of that, but we were on day 4 when we started that, which would have been the 9th, which means we'll be on the 14th. Everybody understand?
So
Is
we're
that
currently
right,
at the
Elizabeth?
14th.
I'm not the greatest with numbers and math, so if I'm saying something that's off, just let me know.
I don't think the level up stuff is working right for me.
Why? What did it do?
It's strange.
It kind of
walks you
like
through character creation almost again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll just pass through the buttons. It does work. Just if it's green already, just don't change anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's totally chill. Okay. So, with that many days are passing, Elizabeth, your raised dead will be annulled. It will not be an issue for you.
Okay.
For the downtime activities, right now on the clocks, we have Pact of the Keeper recipe acquisition by Sister Arya.
Mhm.
Alchemist supplies beast mushroom project, trying to determine what a beast mushroom can be used to make. 2 points remaining. For soul, we have friendship with Marcel Bierneth, the arcanist. And with Tormain, we have antitoxin crafting, one more activity point. So as mentioned, you have 3 points to spend at your pleasure. Obviously, you can all finish your clocks if you wanted to. Some of you can do so with an amount left over. Or you can have up to a number of clocks going equal to your proficiency bonus. So you can engage in multiple tasks at once. Think about that. We discussed what is going on with your lord and him basically moving money around and situating you in a better space here. Then I will explain to you what is happening based on rumors that you're hearing in and about the town and through that, but I wish to do that more so in line with a notation that there will be excess or opportunity when it comes to the regards of downtime activity. For example, what I'm about to describe might be augmented positively, like learning more about what's going on in town, if you were, say, to make friends with someone who is in town. According to Lord Tormain, according to Lord Tremere, wrong name. I think I said Tormain a couple times for his. They're very close. But Lord Tremere, not Lord Tormain, although technically Lord also, Lord Tremere, he has stated that guests are arriving in Cardend with the intent of ascending up Mount Balthanir to meet with the king. However, they have time in their schedules to meet with lords present in town, as well as lords sanctioned. When he goes through the list, he is specific to name one name, and I do not recall if we gave her a name. And so I'm going to my notes to double check. But it's your mom, you elfish elves. And no, that's not who Kimmy's going to be playing. Although that would be funny. Your mother is supposed to make her way into town by the end of the month, along with other nobles and individuals who wish to treat with King Balthanir. Okay. Also, you would note that the dwarves of Blackspear have confirmed reports that a strange mansion has appeared on a mount near to where they're located. Ronnie, when you hear the news of this, it strikes very clearly of the rumor you were granted at the beginning of the game. The mansion sounds like it is identical to the mansion that you saw. Whether or not it will remain is not certain.
And it was in a different spot than I saw it at.
Sounds like it's in the exact same spot.
Oh,
So,
exact
yeah,
same spot.
You would know how to get there. But again, it's going to be there for a duration, you presume. Like, it's not going to always be there. Out of character, it's on a schedule.
Yeah.
But you don't know it yet. Okay. Lastly, there is a rumor going about that there is a Fey Gate in the Cloak Wood. The rumor abounds, and what you are told about it is very concerning. Some people seem to be kind of putting forward a lot of thoughts and ideas regarding it, especially the cook staff in your keep. And you hear that the only real actual thing, the truth of it that you can actually confirm is real, is a rumor of someone named Bell entering into a witch elm which is a type of
Oh.
tree.
Mm.
Leading to the question, who put Belle? No, she did. She jumped in. Although it's a real life thing also. But yeah. Not sure if anybody's familiar with Belle and the Witch Elm. Elizabeth, of course, she's esoteric stuff.
I
But yeah.
like reading.
There's a presumption that there is a Fey gate inside of the Cloakwood in this Witch Elm.
Okay.
Fey gates will link you to the Fey Wild, which we know is very close to Cardend due to the presence of a town called Einkrad, which we've lost contact with.
Right.
Lord Tremere will tell you that for him, he would love for you to meet with your parent and perhaps talk him up so that he might come up in conversation with her and the king. This is the only reason he is interested in you meeting with your parents. However, he says, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I'm not going to order you to do that. But if you wish to meet with your mother, I will support that. I will allow that to happen. I'll do everything in my power to make sure that happens. And if she wishes for a place to stay, I will do my best to make a place available for her within the keep. If I have to sleep in the guard shack and she takes up my room for the time, I will do it. Okay. How are we doing on leveling?
Finished.
Working on it.
Yeah.
How about you, Tom? You good?
It is a fucking disaster on my sheet. Like, it is acting like things don't exist. Yeah.
It hasn't come to a point where it finished, right?
No. It
Okay.
it was prompting for things, but it also wasn't letting me advance until I did on some things. Like, it was going through a
But
whole new.
it is working. It's just being difficult.
We'll see when I get all the way through.
Let me know. Because Johnny had issues with his. And I think
And I know mine will be extra messy because of the
typical. And he had the same problem. He's playing a warlock
the
who's not a
subclass
real
thing, so-
warlock. Yeah.
Mm,
He's playing the undead warlock.
right.
Because that's what he picked for 5th edition before we moved to 2024. Okay. So has anybody
Do
given...
we
Go ahead.
want another cure wounds?
that is what I am taking. That's
Oh.
Good
I get that
call.
as the subclass thing. So
I need that.
Well, I mean, another person with cure wounds.
It's never bad to have a bunch of healers.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm getting smacked around so much.
Okay. That is what I will.
Could you imagine having fought 2 of those?
No.
Well, now you can whenever you want to. The last thing that you have to do to be able to get through to whatever they were guarding.
Oh, now I get starting equipment.
Also, if you have anything you wish to identify, it's not a downtime activity to do that. But it will cost you, as we discussed,
How do I
100 gold pieces to
Get
do
rid of
that.
that.
You have 500 gold in your bank.
Wait, do we get the... I have a question.
Yeah.
So at the end of the leveling, since I'm going to level 3, it's trying to give me 200 gold pieces.
That's going to be erased from your sheet once you get through.
Okay, I'll do that then. So I was like,
No. Currency is not an amount
Okay.
or is not a thing that happens due to leveling. And you should be dirt poor at this point.
yeah.
'Cause I
Well,
watched you
it
spend
was
all your stuff.
because. Right.
Yeah.
Well, it was because it was giving me my starting equipment.
Yeah. It's kind of goofy in that way, but it should be fine once you get through. You just
Okay,
delete
it didn't actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just kind of it's
Got it.
sometimes it was referencing what they did put in the suggestions there, and then at other points instead
Yeah.
it would just be like, no, you get it all over again. So usually it's with the people who
Very
have the
confusing.
homebrew stuff for the confusion.
So
Yeah. I did
after having
get
long-
my
go ahead.
languages figured out though.
yeah,
Common
me too.
Elvish. Yeah.
Well, no, actually, there's
No,
room for
no.
like 5 languages. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4,
I have
5,
6
6,
because
7.
of my class.
Oh
Okay.
no, I'm sorry, that's 7.
Just
but-
notate
So I have
the ones that
common, elvish, sylvan, animal speech, orc, and goblin.
And those are all on the sheet now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, then perfect. So for downtime activity, has anybody decided what they want to do with their points? I think, Andy, you were done first, so you got some plans, or you can
Yeah, I just
also
have a couple of quick questions first.
shoot.
So the half plate from the Helmed Horror, I've long rested with it. I guess if there was
There's
any
no
magical
attunement.
properties, I have attunement. Okay, great.
There's no
Um,
attunement. That doesn't mean it's not magical.
Okay. Second, when Rani would go back to her room, she would see a little plate with 2 apple fritters on it on her bed, with a little note saying, "I hope you feel better."
Do me a favor and make
Yay.
me a cook's utensils check. If you don't have cook's utensils,
I
just
didn't make it myself.
Where'd you buy
I had
them?
cook do it.
Oh, the cook in the
the cook,
place.
he's my friend.
Oh my
He's my
gosh,
friend.
could he do it? Roll a d20.
Come on. I would.
Roll a
I
d20.
would.
Roll a d20.
Let me do a charisma check or something.
It's
18.
not. It's not about your handsomeness and your
Okay,
smarminess.
okay.
It's about whether he can do it or not. And yeah, he nails
Yeah.
it. There knocks him out of the
All right.
park. They taste really good, just like back home.
Beautiful. And
Yeah.
then for the downtime activities, I would spend the additional 2 on. But 2 more would get me be able to do the poisoner.
One more will get you the antitoxin.
Oh, okay. So I'll spend 1 on that.
Okay, congratulations. You no longer have that clock available to you, and you gain 1 dose of antitoxin.
Okay. Cool.
Also, for future reference, you do not gain proficiency with that tool set that's required for it. Instead, whenever you're making antitoxin, you are considered to be proficient with the tools, which means you can craft up to 6 in 1 downtime clock.
Okay. Cool.
Well, this is fun.
You have 2 more points remaining to remain.
Could I make 6 antitoxins?
So if you want to start a new clock, yeah.
By spending 1?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. No, you're right. I got you. Let me check my notes real quick.
Whatever you think, it doesn't matter. I'm fine with this as well.
So it's going to cost you half the value, right, for each one that you make. You don't just make them out of thin air.
Oh, okay.
So that one costs you 25, if you recall correctly.
Oh, okay. Then that's right. That's why I don't have any money. Yeah. So I don't have any money, so I can't do anything else. That's fine.
Well, you have 500 gold pieces as a group.
No, we're keeping that for resurrection.
I'm just letting you know. Don't say you don't have any money.
Well, I'm pretending. See, I'm trying to be a good saver and pretend like it's not there.
Okay, all right.
Smart.
What do you want to do with your next 2?
Nothing. I'm gonna bank them. We'll
You
worry
can't
about it
bank
later.
them. That's not a thing that works.
Oh, so they go away. Oh boy.
While you think about it,
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Tom, you got anything?
For 2 of my 3, I'm gonna finish the friendship clock.
Friendship clock is completed. So Marcel Biernath is actually a very good friend of the Lady Elf Ambassador from the North. He states to you that he is going to be the one who is planning on taking her up the mountain. However, he states that he does have a problem. His issue is that he has nowhere in his home, due to his rowdy students, to put her up. His intent is to put her up in the inn at the Tipsy Toad. However, he feels like this isn't really a sufficient or very good place for a woman of her stature to remain for any duration. He says elves don't typically take a lot of room. They are a meditatory group of individuals. He personally does have a decent amount of space. It's not about the space, it's about the company. He very much thinks that if 3 children are allowed to pester someone, they will take that opportunity. As you have noticed...
Of course, especially a visitor.
Right. As you have noticed in your time with the Atelier. So,
Well,
Go ahead.
I do believe when we were speaking with Lord Tremere that he was willing to offer up some space if that would be amenable.
If you were able to make that happen, I would owe you a favor. And I couldn't help but appreciate it. If you wanted something, a simple matter, perhaps maybe, hold on, let me see what is on offer here on the onset, or you can bank it. This is something you can't bank. But he would say, if you wish, I can grant you a simple trifle of a thing, perhaps one of my books, or I could perhaps make you a small fetish of a ring. Fetish meaning a magical item.
We can worry about that once we're through the visit. Obviously, there will be a lot going on. I wouldn't want to add more onto your plate right now.
Well, of course. So just if you wish, we can definitely talk about it at another time. But I have some things lying about that might serve, as you told me earlier. Your quest into the Hellmaw was victorious, but to a degree. If I could grant you something that I had in my power that would be helpful.
Let me discuss with the group and potentially
Okay.
I'll come back.
For the cut to the chase situation, you can hold it, and then it might be something different later. But right
Yeah, I'll
now,
hold it
they're
for right
offering
now.
a book
Okay.
and a ring. Those are the two choices that they're currently offering you. And they're not going to be coming at you like sideways. You're going to know what these are. The ring is a ring of jumping, and the book is an arcane grimoire +1.
I think that's okay for right now.
Do you know what the arcane grimoire does?
Don't I have something equivalent with the moon dagger?
Yes. Unfortunately, I think that none of you could actually use the arcane grimoire because it requires attunement by a wizard.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you'll hold on to it. Note on your sheet at any point in your notes that you have a favor from the atelier, and then you have one more point of downtime activity. And Jijo, you're on deck.
Okay, so I would like to.
On deck. Hold on a second. Tom,
What?
you have a finish for your last point. On deck, you're next.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
without
Oh,
the
my apologies.
It's okay.
I guess I know that's to save for resurrection, but I suspect making healing potions with my proficiency would be a good use of time. So
Correct. So you can make as many as 6. And because it is a common magic item, it will take, I believe, 1 time slot to do so. So, is that what you wish to do? And if so, are you making all of the 6?
if people are okay with me using that much money, I suspect.
How much money?
150 for 6.
I mean, we still have to pay back.
No, the
No,
Lord
he
the Lord
paid
took
it.
care of the debt.
The
So
Lord paid the
he
debt
took
and
care of the
put
debt.
$500 or 500 gold pieces in your bank.
Yeah.
The
theoretically,
500
for a resurrection, if needed,
he stated
but
that was what he wanted it to be for, but it's your 500 gold. Do what you want.
I mean, I
Do
think
it.
that's okay if we agree to, like, top up that amount before we head back into Helmaw.
Okay.
Are people okay with that?
Yes.
I think so.
So then you'll spend your 1, and it's because it's a common magic item, 1 downtime activity point. You'll make 6 healing potions. Correct. Okay. Sorry, Jijo, you're on deck. Elizabeth, you're after
I'm
that.
on deck.
After Jijo, yeah. So Jijo, what would you like to do with year 3? Just finish up the pact?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because I'm just like acquiring a recipe, but I don't think I can really pay for it though.
Oh no, you don't have to pay for the recipe.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is an acquire option, so acquire is free.
Cool.
The only allotment for the recipe is the downtime you're spending on it. Now, if
Cool
you're
beans.
crafting one, which we're about to discuss,
Mhm.
a Pact of the Keeper is a uncommon magic item, but it also has tiering.
I think I want. I mean, I guess a +1, right?
Yeah, well, for sure. Keeper. Right. What is that thing called? Rod of the Pact Keeper.
And it's
So,
an uncommon.
right, for a +1, it would be a uncommon magic item. However, the recipe does not give you allotments for what it is. It just tells you that you can make these. However, the recipe states that you have to have a proficiency bonus equal to twice the bonus to be able to craft it, unless you are proficient with the tools required to craft it, which for this instant would be I think it's woodworking tools. Yep.
Hmm.
So if you're proficient with woodworking tools, after doubling the bonus and then creating the
I'm not.
okay, if you were,
Okay.
or when you are, you'll
Okay.
subtract one from the amount. So to create a +3 with proficiency in the tools, you need to have a +5 proficiency bonus to create a +3 Pact Keeper staff or rod. To create a 1, you just have to have a proficiency bonus of +2, which you have. It'll cost
Right. Right.
250 gold pieces of residuum, and that is its only cost.
Okay.
Rather, Backkeeper does not have any special requirements. So if you can get 250 gold pieces, and because it's an uncommon magic item for downtime activity points, you can craft with the downtime activity a Rod of the Packkeeper. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, notate the recipe. I'll put it in the recipes list between now and next session.
Cool.
Um, all right. Elizabeth, you've got 3. There's 2 more for your alchemist supplies project to determine
Jeez.
what they do. If you want to do something different, you do have a free available slot because of proficiency bonus.
Um. Does I would like to talk to So I have the 2 to spend, and then I would like to talk to Bruntuck Spencer,
Going Spencer. Okay.
the Apple guy, who has the well
Yeah.
that I looked up the information on before we went down into the Hellmaw,
Okay.
and tell him about the map and show him the drawing that she did of it.
okay. So this isn't really a downtime activity thing, but I
Oh.
will. I mean, it's good. If you want to form a friendship with Brunlock, you don't have to. You started as a friend of his. So
Yeah.
if you go to him and give him the map, he'll be greatly pleased by it. He'll explain that he's been hearing strange sounds coming from his well, and he's very curious about it, but he's also very concerned. He has a few dogs, which help him in apple searching, um, and he's worried about their safety. Um, he's willing to pay an adventuring group 50 gold pieces to check out the well and make the howling stop.
Oh, the sounds are howling?
The well is now howling. Yes,
Oh.
it has gotten worse.
Okay. Um Yeah, I think we have some extra time. I'm not really looking to go to the running back to the Hellmaw.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll see if we can take a look for you.
Now, if you want, I know there was a joke in kind of like, ha ha ha, let's get together with the bakery lady and have her team up with Brunlock for apple fritters for reals. If you
That's
wanted to
right.
engage with that, you could start a clock for friendship with her.
Yes.
Okay. So because it's the starting portion of it, basically you're not immediately dumping Brunlock on her. You're just kind of showing up, buying food, and kind of making good with the halflings that are in the bakery.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and set up that clock here in a second. But actually, probably right after. With that being said, the downtime activity is expended. 5 days have passed. We are on the 14th day of Falloon. And the last day of the month, 30th, is a holiday, as we discussed, the shackling. Okay? With that being said, we will end the
Okay, so
session. Go ahead.
can we just? I just want to do one. So you said you come back around to me for the other two, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you still have points.
Yeah. So I just want to. I would love to
2
start
points.
the process of crafting a horn of silent alarm.
Okay, so Horn of Silent Alarm is not a recipe that you have. You do not know how to make a Horn of Silent Alarm.
Okay.
So you have 2 options. You can attempt to acquire a Horn of Silent Alarm, which would start a clock for that. You can attempt to, if you wish to craft it, and that is your goal, you can start a recipe clock for that. Because it is a common magic item, it would require 2 charges to get the recipe. It would require 4 charges to acquire it.
Okay. So let's do the acquire.
Okay, so there are 2 more downtime activity points that are required to acquire it. Wait, hold on. Sorry, let me double check. No, 2 downtime activity points to acquire it. So you spend the last 2 points of your downtime activity to find this item, and it does not cost you anything.
Oh, it's amazing.
So you will have 1 Horn of Silent Alarm.
Great.
And then the only clock that's on the table, from my understanding, will be a 4-point clock for... No, that's not the right one.
Ship.
4-point clock for friendship on Ronnie. That is 1 point in. And the name of this clock is Friendship... What is her name?
I wrote it down. Hold on.
Sophia Greenbottle.
Yes. Sorry.
No worries.
Trying to find.
And this is specifically... what type of downtime activity did I say this was?
Friendship.
I don't think that was one of the official ones. This was Project.
Yeah, because I'm connecting Sophia and Spencer.
Well, more so you're just trying
but
to become
I'm
close
making
to
friends
Sophia.
with her so that I can connect them.
Yeah, once you're friends with 2 people, you kind of have that connection. So, unless they're absolutely at odds. So 1 point in, perfect. Okay, so with
I think
that,
it would be a great business deal for the both of them.
it could be very profitable.
Just saying.
And then with that, we are on day, technically day 9, but for the purposes of the calendar, we are on the 14th of Falloon, a month in fall, and we will begin there. It'll be the start of the day, so everything that we've given you in the kind of downtime activity stuff, those are the rumors and stuff that you'll be thinking about, and then there will obviously be some information that's granted to you at breakfast in the morning when you start your day there. Thanks for watching those that did, and we will see you next week as we pick up from there. See you then.
Bye.